you are confused. The man is too much. 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 Get over. Get over. Let the light go. For that island as well. Maybe blue child. Get over. Get over. Get over. Get over. Get over. Don't see bro. Don't see bro. You are confused. The man is too much. The man is too much. The man is too much. Why don't be looking? Kamu sọtẹ́lẹ̀ síwájú pé kì í ṣe ìkẹ̀kẹ̀ nìkan ni à ń jẹ́ ká la gbogbo lẹ́yìn bá pátápátá lápapọ̀ láti máa béèrè ẹ̀ jẹ́ ká dúpẹ́ lọ́lọ́ ká gbogbo àìgbọ́n tó ń bẹ lókè òkun ò lè wálé ẹ̀rù ń bá àwọn fọ́mọ̀ jí wọn gbé gbogbo ẹ̀sùn ọ̀dẹ̀ kó ń bí káàkiri ọ̀nà Oǹdó Èkìtì káàkiri gbogbo lẹ́yìn Yorùbá Fúlàní jí ọgbọ́n wọn pa wá so ìdí nìta gbogbo fẹ́ fẹ́ tàkà wọ ọ̀dọ́ ká jáde fúnra ká fáìtì ẹ̀tọ́ wa ká béèrè ráìtì wa lọ́wọ́ ìdí nìyẹn tí mo fi ń sìnkú ẹni Fúlàní ẹ̀sùn náà ìdájí ni gbé ó kò lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Igungun báyìí ṣé ẹ lè sọ pé peace alága ti wà ní gẹ́gẹ́ àwọn alágbègbè ń pọ̀ fún àmì bálàfíà ti wà. So kéde ẹsẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìkan sọtẹ́lẹ̀ síwájú pé kì í ṣe ìkẹ̀kẹ̀ nìkan ni à ń jẹ́ ká la gbogbo lẹ́yìn bá pátápátá lápapọ̀ láti máa béèrè ẹ̀ jẹ́ ká dúpẹ́ lọ́lọ́ ká dúpẹ́ lọ gómìnà Ògùn State náà fúnra wọn náà sọ pé àwọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé àwọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn tí àwọn ń ṣèjọba lé lórí because tí gómìnà bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù tó ń ṣèjọba lé lórí Ògùn State kò ní gbà wọn láì pé káwá fèsì àwọn Fúlàní ẹ̀sìn náà so fúnra ìjọba ló sọ pé ó ti tó gẹ́ fáwọn Fúlàní ẹ̀sìn torí pé àwọn tóun ń ṣèjọba lé lórí lẹ̀ ń pa ìdí ní ìta gbogbo Ògùn State lẹ́nu ṣe sábà pàdé fẹ́ sí gómìnà báyìí mi tí ì rí wọn ọ̀tẹ̀ mi ò gbé ibi tó ju ìjàmbá wà lẹ́ka kọ́kọ́ lọ tàbá lé àwọn Fúlàní abẹ́ níta máa padà lọ bá ìjọba láti fi wọn. àtẹwọ́ Yorùbá láti báyìí torí pé arí pé ibẹ̀ gangan ni àwọn Fúlàní ajínigbé ni wọ́n ti ń ṣe jàmbá fáwọn ọmọ Ògùn púpọ̀ jù tó ibẹ̀ gangan là ń lọ sí báyìí.
A gbọ́ pé àwọn Yorùbá ń gbàgbọ́ sí sóòótọ́ ni àbí ẹ rí sọ́kọ́ náà.
Èmi ò tí ì rí Yorùbá kankan tí mo lè sọ fún bàbá ni ṣètì wọn sàn because gbogbo Yorùbá ló dìde ìjàmbá ń jà ìjà gbogbo Yorùbá ni ẹ lè rí i pé àti mùsùlùmí àti kírísítẹ̀nì gbogbo ẹ̀bọ̀n ní ń jà ètò pé jà Ìgbòho nìkan gbogbo wa là ń jà gbogbo Yorùbá ló ń jà sí pé Yorùbá kan ń gbé àbọ̀dé fẹ́ nìkan kan kábẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́gbọ̀ àwọn tó wà ní diaspora gbogbo ọ̀nà dìde tán gbogbo àwọn ọba náà ti dìde gbogbo àwọn ọba ti dìde everybody ti dìde kò sí kó bóyá Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò náà dìde ó ń bínú tó gbogbo àlà ń bínú papọ̀ ètò pé Yorùbá kan ń sẹ́gbà bọ̀dé so ìjà bá ń jà ìjà gbogbo Yorùbá ni ọ̀rẹ́ ti dópin ẹ̀ náà kò sí náà.
ẹ má fojú kó eruku ata abẹ́ ń bẹ eruku ata tí o ti fojú kó bàbá wà gbogbo Nàìjíríà. ẹ bá fojú kó ata ẹ lójú. ẹgbẹ̀rún sí fọ̀ pàṣẹ. ẹ má fojú kó eruku ata abẹ́ ń bẹ eruku ata tí o ti fojú kó bàbá wà gbogbo Nàìjíríà. ẹ bá fojú kó ata ẹ lójú. ẹgbẹ̀rún sí fọ̀ pàṣẹ. má fojú kó eruku ata abẹ́ ń bẹ eruku ata tí ò sí fojú kó bàbá wà gbogbo Nàìjíríà. Bàbá fojú kó ata ẹ lójú.
Ọmọ Ìbàràpá lápapọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àkí ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ tìlé tó kó ẹ̀mí àbọ̀ ẹ̀bá nǹkan mọ Adéyẹmọ Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho orúkọ ńlá tí ń jámọ̀ láyà bí àrá orúkọ tó ń dẹrù bo lórúkọ gan-an. Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má sùn o torí pé bùrà a kò lè fojú kégbodò láyé títa ríro lẹ̀dá ń kọlà wúrà tó máa dán alànà kọjá dandan o. Ọ̀wọ́n irin ní má bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ̀nà ẹ̀dá kan ò lè ṣì wá lọ́nà mọ́ ẹjẹ́ àfìmọ̀ṣọ̀kan ká lè débi re ẹjẹ́ àjọ gbárùkù ti Sunday Ìgbòho ṣá ọmọ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ nílùú Alágbàdo Òde ọmọ atapẹ̀tẹ̀ wọnú omi ọmọ gègèlè wodò sànyà ìsànyà ò rẹ́ràn bàbá yín láàrin ìdí omi kò sì náà ń kán sí yín lẹ́nu ọmọ òkúta mẹ́ta òkè Ìgbòho ìkan ń ṣe yín ní dábọ̀dàbọ̀ ìkan ní mọ́ rọra ìkan tó kù nígbà tí wọ́n mọ̀ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ kí ló dé Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ sí ọmọ òpópó sanran ìgbàgede Ìgbòho sùn wọn láláìsí bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn ní kó ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó máa kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ ẹ̀sìn òní bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ bẹ́sìn bá bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho áfíkan pọpọ sí amúkan yòókù bọ sànyà àtúmúyà rẹ̀ tí ò lọ́rọ̀ gbọ́ àfiṣẹrù wálé wàrà mòjé ọmọ onílé ọlà àwọn àjòjì tó ń ṣe ségesège tán láwọn ò ní bomi kó sí mu wọn láwọn ò ní bomi sànyà wẹsẹ̀ ìgbà tójú kò fi rí ńkọ́ gbogbo wọn náà sáré bomi kó sí mu wọn sì bomi sànyà wẹsẹ̀ ọmọ abẹ́rẹ́ mẹ́ta òde ayé ọ̀kan ṣẹ́ ọ̀kan tẹ̀ ọ̀kan tó kù ní gbogbo ayé tí ránṣọ kiri gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá Sunday Ìgbòho onírèlẹ̀ láéláé torí àbá lásán nìkan ń dá òkúta ò ṣe gbé fún wọn o ìmọ̀ràn lásán ni ti balùwẹ̀ kò pọ́sibú kó dòdò láyé ń bí ó kún díẹ̀ kí tọ́ domi láéláyé ìtọ́ mi lè domi Sunday Ìgbòho arógun má ti rí tó ń jà fẹ́tọ̀ Yorùbá ní tilé tó kó.
We're still just about a few minutes away. I'm not been away. We're literally 1 hour behind schedule. This program should have started about 1 o'clock, but as usual, I have my own other commitments, but I leave as many of the time so that our people can understand the reason why we are saying Yoruba Nation is just the only answer. There is no way Nigeria is going to work. We should not waste too much of our time. A very good afternoon if you're just joining us, depending on wherever you are. In Monday, Ọjọ́ Ajé, mo kí gbogbo wa pé ààrẹ ajé jẹun lágbára Ọlọ́run. We all have different things that we are going through, but Nigeria is teaching us a lot of different lessons. Every day you wake up, Nigeria teach you a kind of different lesson. Whether from your family, your friends, one thing is, Nigeria is not going to work. Shout out to my beautiful mother. If I've not been born, I will not be able to sit here with you all. So I can always say all the time, I love her so much, and also to my family that are supporting myself all the time. A very, very good afternoon. We still have the Instagram that is not yet connected. So bear with me while we just take a very, I think I could bring that into the stream rather than do this one. There's a Dangote refinery project that is going on. Congratulations to the Fulani for making Lagos State to be the next point of that big project. $95 billion that project is costing Dangote. We know that it's all the proxies. It's all about the Fulani's agenda. Keep every one of us in Nigeria. And as long as we are all in Nigeria, we should not complain. Nigeria is working, blah, 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 blah. So one thing I could say is that Nigeria is never going to work. If you're wasting your time thinking that Nigeria is going to work, you are wasting your time. Nigeria is not going to work. I'm going to mute that for a while. And then because, like I said, we are working on so many things, like I said, tomorrow, we will tell you if we were going to go ahead with a contribution supporting me. Yes, because at the end of the day, tí ẹ bá rí wa náà la máa ṣe program. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kí a ríra wa pẹ́. Thank you so much for those that are already asking. Koiki, níbo ló fẹ́ ká tẹ̀ fi support yẹn sí? Whenever it is you, we will give you the support. It does not matter. Just ask. When you don't ask, we don't know. But when you ask, we will support you. And I'm sure those of you that have been supporting with prayers and everything. Maria America at any program, sometimes it's the spirit, the way the spirit works is always different every day. So for a few more seconds, let's get things together. Let's play one more music, and then all goes well. 12 minutes have been spent already. We shouldn't be wasting too much of your time. But again, it's a one-man show. That means that I have to put things together. So there's a lot of things I'm doing, but we are still here trying to tell our people, Olórí Burúkú Buhari, gbèsè tó jẹ kalẹ̀ ló ń lọ yẹn. So ẹ jẹ́ ká tó play orin kan sí. By the time I'm coming back, we will kickstart the program very, very well. I think we should play this one to start with as well.
Ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ tilé tó kó ẹ̀mí àbọ̀ ẹ̀bá nǹkan mọ Adéyẹmọ. Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho orúkọ ńlá tí ń jámọ̀ láyà bí àrá orúkọ tó ń dẹrù bo lórúkọ gan-an. Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má sùn o torí pé bùrà a kò lè fojú kégbodò láyé títa ríro lẹ̀dá kọlà wúrà tó máa dán alànà kọjá dandan o. Ọ̀wọ́n irin ní má bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ̀nà ẹ̀dá kan ò lè ṣì wá lọ́nà mọ́ ẹjẹ́ àfìmọ̀ṣọ̀ kan ká lè débi re ẹjẹ́ àjọ gbárùkù ti Sunday Ìgbòho ṣá ọmọ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ nílùú Alágbàdo Òde ọmọ atapẹ̀tẹ̀ wọnú omi ọmọ gèdèlè wodò sànyà ìsànyà ò rẹ́ràn bàbá yín láàrin ìdí omi kò síná ń kán sí yín lẹ́nu ọmọ òkúta mẹ́ta òkè Ìgbòho ìkan ṣe yín ní dábọ̀dàbọ̀ ìkan ní mọ́ rọra ìkan tó kù nígbà tí wọ́n ò mọ̀ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ kí ló dé Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ sí ọmọ òpópó sanran ìgbàgede Ìgbòho sùn wọn láláìsí bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn ní kó ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó máa kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ ẹ̀sìn òní bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ bẹ́sìn bá bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho àfikàn pọpọ sí àmúkan yòókù bọ sànyà àtúmúyà rẹ̀ tí ò lọ́rọ̀ gbọ́ àfiṣẹrù wálé wàrà mòjé ọmọ onílé ọ̀la àwọn àjòjì tó ń ṣe ségesège tọ́láwọn ò ní bomi kó sí mu wọ́n láwọn ò ní bomi sànyà wẹ́sẹ̀ ìgbà tójú kò fi rí ńkọ́ gbogbo wọn náà sáré bomi kó sí mu wọ́n sì bomi sànyà wẹ́sẹ̀ ọmọ abẹ́rẹ́ mẹ́ta òde ayé ọ̀kan ṣẹ́ ọ̀kan tẹ̀ ọ̀kan tó kù ní gbogbo ayé fi ránṣọ kiri gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá Sunday Ìgbòho onírèlẹ̀ láéláé torí àbá lásán nìkan ń dá òkúta ò ṣe gbé fún wọn o ìmọ̀ràn lásán ni ti balùwẹ̀ kò pọ́sibú kó dòdò láyé ń bí ó kún díẹ̀ kí tọ́ domi láéláé ìtọ́ mi lè domi Sunday Ìgbòho arógun má ti dí tó ń jà fẹ́tọ̀ Yorùbá ní tilé tó kó.
We are now almost ready to kickstart the program this afternoon. The only thing that is still missing is my glasses. I think the Instagram is now ready and then the MixLR is ready. Please do not interrupt the program, especially time you have a program. Send the message, leave it there. I do not like to be distracted, especially when we are into the program. So we are good to go. Thank you so much, Iyawa Grace Senior. And then Miss Program jihadist ni mo sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Mo kí gbogbo àti ẹ ti settle down. I'm gonna play these and then I'm gonna come back and then we will kickstart the program. Mo fẹ́ ká farabalẹ̀ ká gbọ́ ilé. The Dangote project is going on in Nigeria. We wish him all the best. In Lekki, we hope people that are looking for a job there, you will get a job. I pray for you that Dangote employs you and then you can get a good job in Dangote. Àwa kí bàbá wa kí tẹlẹ́dùmarè mo fi ti Ọlọ́run ọba àjọkẹ́ ayé àṣàkẹ́ ọ̀run mo fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ program yìí. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń lépa wa ẹ̀ waste time ara yín. I am not the kind of person you can attack spiritually. I am not the kind of person you can attack physically. Tó bá dẹ̀ pé ó yẹ a lè pàdé ní Trafalgar Square like I said anytime any day I am here. Ọlọ́pàá máa kó gbogbo wa ní àlọ́màròjọ́. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí ní gbogbo ibi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ play eléyìí. Then I will come back and then we play the anthem. Farabalẹ̀, Niger president, ó wà níbi tó ti ń ṣe program yẹn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Kí ló sọ tó fẹ́ lè sọ fún wa pé ṣé Nàìjíríà ṣé ìlú ni ṣá àbí wọ́n kọ̀ kó gbogbo àpapọ̀ wasting our time and waste time èmi ti pé 44 ìwọ náà máa wo age ẹ by the time tí Tinubu máa fi ṣe tán I will be 52 years old life mi máa better ju tiẹ̀ lọ tọ́lọ̀ bá fún mi lẹ́mìí gúngùn à ń gbàdúrà ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ní Yorùbá àtọ̀kan tún kú lẹ́nìí kọ́lọ̀ ń fọ̀rùn kẹ èmi náà léèyàn kan tí pásítọ̀ wa kan níbí báyìí tíyàwó ẹ̀ kú kọ́lọ̀ bá ń fọ̀rùn kẹ bíyàn ṣe ń kú nìyàn ṣe ń dìde bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí wọ́n ń bí àwọn kan lọ hospital kọ́lọ̀ ń jẹ́ ká máa bí sí ká máa rẹ̀ sí so níwà níbí báyìí forever gbogbo tá à ń ṣe is just something that will help the future èmi ò hate Tinubu bí ṣe máa ń sọ Tinubu is only there for 8 years we wish him all the best as he's going to be taking mantle in the next couple of days ìyá onítìrì okàn waste time ara ẹ̀ ní gbogbo pálapàla tó ń sọ lórí social media ó máa tó sá lọ tó bá pẹ́ à ń wo tí ijọ́ tí adelé ẹ̀ máa jáde ó ní wọ́n ń pè ní scammer you are a scammer because ó gba document lọ́wọ́ wa ó sọ bí tó kó sí ó dẹ̀ ń wá òun náà ń pè ní scammer ó ní ó máa dì pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn ìtì ìbí mẹ́ta lẹ́ẹ̀dá gbogbo alájọ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ dì pẹ̀lú àwa ṣé wàá tún dì pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ APC náà wàá dì pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ PDP ó dà ń pé drug tó ń fà yẹn ó ti ń sápá ní ìgbárí orí ẹja gbọ́n lè mọ padà. mo fẹ́ jẹ́ ká ọmọ Yorùbá rí nǹkan kan nínú fídíò tí mo fẹ́ play. This is the ongoing Dangote refinery project in Nigeria in the 22nd of May. The time is just about 30 minutes. When we say we are not one country in Nigeria, some of you argue. Some of you are saying we don't know what we are saying. Let me play this video. The Ghana president have just spoken. But let's listen to the next person, then I'm going to come back to the video again.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. Let me welcome here the President of Niger, His Excellency Muhammadu.
The next president that they are calling is the President of Niger. I want you to listen and understand that the Yorubas, the Igbos, and all these 250 ethnic groups put together in Nigeria, that is why it's not called a nation. That is why they call it federal. Because what we got in 1960 means that everybody should go in terms of the regional government, which is the Western region, the Eastern region, and the Northern region. But today, that has been destroyed, and everybody is living in denial. The next president is going to speak a language that is not international. Let's listen to it. And that is the president of Niger coming onto the podium, and is going to be speaking, and let's hear what he has to say.
Your Excellency, Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, Your Excellency's Head of State here present, Your Excellency, the Vice President elected, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, my brother Ali Dangote, my English will not allow me to speak in English.
Did you hear that? His English would not allow, would not permit him to speak in English. Tàbá sọ fẹ́yìn èèyàn wa pé èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ò kì í ṣe èdè tiwa. Ẹ̀gbọ́n tí arákùnrin yìí sọ, òun ni president Niger. Ó ní English òun ò ní wà permit láti jẹ́ kóun sọ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. Èdè wo ló wá fẹ́ sọ gangan? Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ èdè tó fẹ́ sọ.
Language, so I will try to speak in Hausa.
Yẹ̀rìpá tún pàtẹ́wọ́ fún òun máa gbìyànjú láti sọ èdè Haúsá. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn tó wá jókòó nísìn ló gbọ́ Haúsá? Ṣé àwọn Yorùbá tó jókòó síbẹ̀ yẹn ǹjẹ́ wọ́n gbọ́ Haúsá? Ẹ jẹ́ àgbọ́n tó fẹ́ sọ.
Jama'a wa assalamu alaikum. Na yi farin ciki da Allah ya bani wannan dama na zo yau na halari sabgan na ta fara aikin da aka yi yau shekara 10. Wannan aikin ya nuna cewa Alhaji Aliko Dangote dan Najeriya ne kuma mai kishin ƙasar Najeriya gaba ɗaya.
Ṣé ti rí ìdí tí a ṣe ń sọ fún ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa pé Nigeria is just a scam, kò kí ń ṣe country. Òun ń sọ Hausa, ṣé gbogbo wa la gbọ́ Hausa tó ń sọ? This is the reason why we are saying Yoruba nation, no going back, Yoruba nation for life. Again. No going back. Ìgbòho òòṣà, iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ ń tẹ̀síwájú. Mr. Koiki ẹ ṣé o, àwọn ọmọ mi ló ń kí yín o. Àwọn ọmọ mi ló ń kí yín o. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, a máa délẹ̀ lérí o lórúkọ Jésù. Yorùbá nation.
If you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. And if you have not applied for your Somalian visa, please try and do so. Should I say Somali visa? Try and do so as quickly as possible, because the zoo is on the path of destruction. And there is nothing man can do to reverse it. Mark today's date and what I'm telling you. Nigeria will be destroyed beyond human comprehension.
Impediment to Yoruba development is the impediment to Oodua development. Without Nigeria, we won't be where we are. 1962, we were far ahead of South Korea and North Korea. We were far ahead of China even. We had television before France. We had radio before South Africa. Now look at where we are today. I think it's a shame that even any Yoruba man can be talking about restructuring at this point in time. What are we restructuring? This country that is already shot to pieces? I don't think that's what we want. But they are always talking about giving Nigeria a chance. The patience of Yoruba with Nigeria has come to an end.
And a very good afternoon. Bẹ́gbẹ́ bá ń dára látọ̀dọ̀ olórí ẹgbẹ́ ni. Mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ, a very good afternoon to a beautiful mother. I just spoke to her about an hour. I promised to see her, but I'm sure she understands the nature of her son. Pé iṣẹ́ Yorùbá tí mo gbé dání does not mean I don't spend time with my mom. I do at every little time. And each time I go there, I love to eat. Bẹ́gbẹ́ bá ń dára látọ̀dọ̀ olórí ẹgbẹ́ ni. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. Bẹ́gbẹ́ bá ń dára látọ̀dọ̀ olórí ẹgbẹ́ ni. Ta ló wá jẹ́ olórí ẹgbẹ́ Yorùbá nation? Ta ni leader Yorùbá nation? Ta lẹni tí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá fọkàn tán? Ta lẹni tí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ń wò pé tí kò bá ń ṣòun á ti sọnù? Bẹ́gbẹ́ bá ń dára látọ̀dọ̀ olórí ẹgbẹ́ ni. Bẹ́nìkan kó mọ kájọ máa kó. Bẹ́nìkan fẹ́ sílé kábà máa ṣí. Bí yà bá ń jọmọ Yorùbá, bàbá yìí ló jẹ́ ká mọ̀. Màá wá fi reverse ẹ̀ pé Emeritus Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè. Bẹ́gbẹ́ bá ń dára látọ̀dọ̀ olórí ẹgbẹ́ ni. Nítorí pé 2 years ago, kò sẹ́ni kankan tó mọ tá à ń ṣe yìí. Nobody knew. In tí bàbá yìí ṣe náà ló jẹ́ kí Ìgbòho sọ pé òun á tẹ̀lé bàbá ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni kan kó mọ kájọ máa kó. Èyí tí bàbá tèmi ṣe tí Ebenezer Obey fi kọrin fún tó ń pè ní Constant Star tó o báyìí ti gbọlọgbọ lórí social media lọ sórí YouTube kó type Constant Star Ebenezer Obey. Bàbá tèmi ni ó ń kì. But mo sọ fún yín pé àwọn ò kì í dalẹ̀ ibi táwọn bá jókòó sí àwọn ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú confam mo sọ fún yín pé a máa ta ilé ìtàn délẹ̀ ni even if tó bá ní mí lára bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tó bá jẹ́ pé tí mo gbé dání kó máa inconvenient mi àwọn family mi ti accept. Àwọn ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìdajì ibi tí bàbá Akíntóyè bá ní ó yá là ń tẹ̀lé ibi tí Ìgbòho bá ní ó yá ibi tí bàbá Yínóge bá ní ó yá ibi tí YSDM òun là ń tẹ̀lé challenge tó kù á dì pẹ̀lú yín. 8 years ní Tinubu ní. After 8 years ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ sunkún ẹ̀sùn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ máa bẹ̀ wá ànídáyín lóhùn. But ṣàmáwá dúró before 8 years no àwọn kan ní Kóìkì what is the way forward. Gbèsè wà nílẹ̀ tí Buhari ti jẹ ó ti kó bá Tinubu kí Tinubu tó dé. Olórí burúkú bomb bastard ọmọ Fúlàní ó ti kó bá Tinubu. Tinubu á máa wá gbogbo owó tó fẹ́ yá nísìnyí gbogbo àgbáyé ó tún máa fi lọ́kẹ̀ẹ́ pọn Nàìjíríà sí gbogbo àgbáyé. The world is not going to borrow any money àfi tá a bá fi àwọn nǹkan kan sílẹ̀. You think that they can just say ẹ lọ gbowó take a loan. You are going to take a loan ẹ máa fi kọ́kọ́ sílẹ̀ trade by barter nílé ayé. Ṣé rí àwa Ìjẹ̀bú ó rà pé ẹ tí mọ̀ wá dáadáa ẹ lọ béèrè bàbá tèmi tó fi kú wọ́n ní tẹ́gbẹ́ bá ń dára kí wọ́n rí fàṣẹ padà sọ́dọ̀ Kóìkì lẹ́gbẹ́ bá ń dára látọ̀dọ̀ olórí ẹgbẹ́ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ni kan kó mọ kájọ máa kó bẹ́ẹ̀ni kan ń ṣẹyẹ kábà ṣẹyẹ irú ẹgbẹ́ wọn ṣọ̀wọ́n o Kóìkì ọmọ olóyè Kóìkì èmi ò ní ṣe Yorùbá nation nídàájì a máa parí ìdágbé dání ìjọkíjọ tó bá bọ́ sí. I have spent 24 years of my life in UK. Mo ì tí spend 2 years lẹ́ ń pariwo. Mo ì tí ṣe 3 years lórí Yorùbá nation lẹ́nu fẹ́ sún yín. Ẹ̀yin tó bá sún ẹ get out ẹgbẹ́ kan kẹfẹ́ àwọn ta serious ká máa báṣẹ́ lọ. Èmi sọ fún yín pé eléyìí tá gbé dání it is do or die. Èmi ò níṣẹ́ kankan tí mo fẹ́ máa ṣe mọ́ fún òyìnbó kankan mọ́. Tá a bá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ nísìn just for pleasure ni. I have served the British government for 24 years. That 24 years òun ló ń lọ lọ́nkàn yẹn calculated 365 years 365 days and multiply that to 24 years service tẹ́mi ti fún UK nìyẹn. So ilé tí mo gbé dání èmi ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé gígẹ. Yorùbá nation no going back ni a serious pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. But we will follow the instruction because a lè ní driver méjì olórí burúkú nìyá onítìrí tó dé kò kì í ṣe driver kò tẹ̀ ń ṣe conductor kò ń ṣe agbèrò kò ń ṣe passenger gan bomb bastard woman tó dé láàrin méjì. She is not a driver, she is not a conductor, she is not even a passenger. Mọ̀mí water woman tó dé láàrin méjì tó rò pé ó máa bà Yorùbá nation jẹ́ ó wá fìpò máa destroy bàbá Akíntóyè kó tó destroy bàbá Akíntóyè máa destroy ìwọ fúnra rẹ̀ mo ní tó bá bí ẹ̀dá sọbi tó wà fún mi 24 hours máa gbé àwọn èèyàn dìde wá bẹ níbẹ̀ wá kún ẹ̀ lára kìtìkìtì èmi ni mò ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ Koiki Media sọ fún mi ibi tó bá wà 24 hours anywhere in the world wá kún ẹ̀ lára kìtìkìtì bomb bastard òun sọ pé bàbá Akíntóyè ló nǹkan dúdú wá sọ tí MKO Abíọ́lá lò kó tó di pé ó jáde láyé ṣé kò ló nǹkan dúdú ni wọ́n fi jẹ Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò nílẹ̀ Yorùbá bomb bastard olórí burúkú ṣẹ̀gbọ́n ògùn ló ṣe tó fi mú MKO mọ́lẹ̀ bomb bastard woman tí ẹ kọ́ ni mo bá wá lọ́sàn-án mo kàn fún ẹ ní respond èmi máa ń gbọ́ program ẹ̀ èmi sì ń gbọ́ torí pé olórí burúkú ẹ mo fẹ́ mọ tó ń sọ mention orúkọ mi ni mo sọ fún ẹ tó bá bí yàrá yẹ ẹ̀dá ìwọ dárúkọ mi tó bá lọ sọ́dọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn wẹ́ mo ti sọ fún ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ pé kó fún mi lẹ́nìí máa wọ night bus máa pàdé ẹ̀ ní Manchester láàárọ̀ ọ̀la kó sọ bí tá ti máa pàdé a ní láti bára wa jà kó máa ṣe program kéèyàn náà máa ṣe program kò ní sọ bí tó wà fún yìí bomb bastard ní gbogbo wọn ẹ sọ fún ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ pé mo dárúkọ ẹ̀ pé kó sọ bí tó wà máa lọ wọ night bus máa kàn lára láàárọ̀ ọ̀la máa dé Manchester first thing tomorrow morning night bus ni máa wọ̀ bomb bastard ẹ̀yin olóṣì burúkú wọ́n kí ẹ̀yin tẹ wà tẹ jẹ́ Yorùbá ẹ jókòó dáadáa Buhari ti bà nǹkan jẹ́ Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́ ó rà pé mo ní fídíò yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré play ẹ̀ olórí burúkú Wàsíù tó kọrin fún Buhari olórí burúkú àwọn méjèèjì nísìn Wàsíù ń jayé lọ nísìn ó ń dẹpọ̀ bolẹ̀ bó ṣe ń fẹ́yàwó kan ló ń fẹ́ méjì bomb bastard ó dá wàhálà sílẹ̀ nísìn gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ kọrin lábẹ́ Buhari gbèsè tó jẹ nísìn ó wà lórí ẹ ìwọ máa lé Yorùbá níbo ni fídíò ẹ wà náà Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kí n tètè rí ṣá mò ń bọ̀. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́ Buhari ti sọ ẹ tuntun kọrin ṣọ́ra ẹ tuntun kọrin èmi ló kàn ẹ máa kọ ẹ jẹ mo yóò yà ṣẹmọ tó ń pè ní inflation ẹ ríra rí báyìí ẹ máa gé ara yín ẹ máa jẹra yín ọ̀tọ̀ ní tàárọ̀ tí mo ṣe àwọn jihadist yẹn eléyìí tá a fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí gbèsè tí Buhari jẹ sílẹ̀ ó ti jẹ gbèsè sílẹ̀ fún Tinubu ó yá Buhari ti sọ ó yá. Buhari ti sọ àti gbọ́. Yéé. Buhari ti sọ àti gbọ́ olórí burúkú. Ṣé Buhari ṣé kò jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ olórí burúkú Wàsíù mo kí bàbá mi Stephen nísòrò síbẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo àwọn GR1 àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tó da tó ń tọ́jú Kóìkì pẹ̀lú gbogbo yín Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ olórí burúkú Wàsíù Buhari bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ kó fẹ́ sọ fún wa pé òun máa jẹ gbèsè sílẹ̀ ní o Wàsíù ò jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ Wàsíù ò jẹ́ kí Buhari sọ̀rọ̀ ó kàn ní Buhari gbé máìkì dání báyìí ṣé bàbá ó gbé máìkì dání báyìí ó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ pé 8 years yìí máa nira o olórí burúkú Wàsíù ọmọ àlè bomb bastard Yorùbá boy kò jẹ́ kí Buhari sọ̀rọ̀ ká gbọ́n tó fẹ́ sọ kò jẹ́ now ẹ mọ̀ pé nísìnyí àníwá pain we are now paying because Buhari damaged Nigeria for 8 years. Tó bá jẹ́ pé Buhari ó jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ kò jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tó sọ Wàsíù Àyìndé Marshal ìgbà tẹ́ pé àwọn ní gbaná àwọn ní drug àwọn cocaine pusher ló náwó fún ẹ láti Sùúrùlérè ní ṣítà jáde tó bá yẹ pé lọ́la àpamọ́ ẹ olórí burúkú ni gbogbo yìí gbogbo àwọn tó ná ke wọn ò rí ke ná mọ́ l'Amẹ́ríkà wọn ò rí ke ná ẹ wá ń wá show London tẹ́ máa ṣe show of shame. Show of shame. Shame on you, Wàsíù Àyìndé Marshal. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Buhari fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Ó jẹ́ kí Buhari sọ ohun tó fẹ́ sọ. Ó jẹ́ kó sọ ohun tó fẹ́ sọ. Ó ní ọ̀rọ̀ tó fẹ́ bá wa sọ. Ó fẹ́ sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà pé hey this government òun àti short man devil olórí burúkú ṣẹ́rí yẹn bó ṣe wà báyìí ọmọ àlè pásítọ̀. Buhari fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe wá rí ọmọ Fúlàní tó wà níbí báyìí this woman gbèsè yẹn ló ń lọ báyìí mo kí bàbá wa Stephen Emmanuel àwọn lolórí ẹgbẹ́ GR1 is not a group solution center ni a ṣe ìpàdé yẹn ní wọ́n pẹ́lẹ́ àwọn tó jẹ́ traitor láàrin wa tó ń fọ́lù yanitiri àti lé wọn dànù Kóìkì lèmi jẹ́ àtàrúgbó yín àtọmọdé àmọ́ mo bẹ̀rù any one of you sẹ́ẹ̀. Èmi yàtọ̀ sáwọn tẹ èmi máa ń dẹ́rùbà yàn ni èmi kọ́ lẹ máa dẹ́rùbà èmi gangan dẹ́rùbà ara mi wàláì èmi gangan dẹ́rùbà ara mi nítorí pé kí ni lágbà tí bàbá tèmi ṣẹgbẹ́ bàbá mi ò dalẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ bàbá mi wà lójú kan ni nígbà tó ń ṣe ẹgbẹ́ my father was straightforward ó ná last kọ́bọ̀ ẹ̀ sínú ẹgbẹ́ ni èmi ò lówó tí mo fẹ́ ná ni mo ṣe sọ fún yín pé ẹ̀yẹ́ má ẹ̀ṣẹ́ lẹ́yìn bá ti ń support èmi ẹ fi tó kù sílẹ̀ ẹ má tún jẹ́ kí èmi máa lọ fa gbùrù tí bá ti lọ fa gbùrù mọ̀ ní time ìtọ́fẹ́ nìyẹn Kóìkì lọ ṣiṣẹ́ go and work yé máa gbé backpack kiri ní London àwọn olórí burúkú iṣẹ́ tí mo ti ṣe nílùú yìí òun ló lọ lọ́ọ̀kan yẹn tí bá multiply iṣẹ́ tèmi ti ṣe iṣẹ́ tí mọ́mì mi ti ṣe níbí bá ó ti tó kí alátẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ kankan nílùú yìí mo sọ fún yín wọ́n ní ká tún bílẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ n lọ gbé fídíò yẹ kí n gbé fídíò wá sórí page ni mo bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ send ẹ lọ sí orí Facebook ká wá gbé wá síbí báyìí mo bọ̀ olórí burúkú kò jẹ́ kí Buhari sọ̀rọ̀ ó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kò jẹ́ kí Buhari sọ̀rọ̀ Buhari fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kí ni Buhari fẹ́ sọ ó jẹ́ ká mọ̀ tí Buhari fẹ́ sọ Wàsíù ò jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tí Buhari fẹ́ sọ today 8 years down the line Nigerians are all crying from Peter Obi to Atiku to Sowore everybody the same Buhari that destroyed Nigeria in 1980 ó wá lọ ń ṣe Dangote refinery bomb bastard every single one of you ẹ ní kúure ògùn lákàyè máa wọlé pa yín ó yá ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́ okay now mo bọ̀
Much indeed.
Fídíò ẹ máa jáde nísìn. Mo ń download ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. Ó yá, ṣé bàbá, ṣé Buhari, ṣé Buhari, ṣé Buhari. Ó yá, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé wá sí bíbá gangan. Buhari destroy Nigeria. We thought Jonathan was a criminal. We thought Jonathan was a bomb bastard. But Buhari decided to move all the resources of Nigeria to his own people. And I hope when Tinubu comes, he will play the same ethnic card. Yes, so that we can destroy Nigeria once and for all. When Tinubu gets in, he must also roko tiwa náà, so that the Igbo people will be paid, the Hausa will be paid, and we destroy the country once and for all. Because àwọn ò lè ṣe sọ́dọ̀ tiwọn nìkan kí a máa jẹ tiwa. Mo ń bọ̀. Ó yá Buhari, ẹ jẹ́ ká lójú ẹ̀ gangan níbí báyìí. Ṣé Buhari, ṣé bàbá, ṣé Buhari. Ìyàwó mi tó bá fẹ́ pa mí lẹ́yìn nínú ilé, a ní ṣé Buhari, má máa dárúkọ orúkọ yẹn mọ́ nínú ilé yìí. A ní wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́ ṣé Buhari mọ́ṣẹ́, ó ti dá wàhálà sílẹ̀, ó ti dá yánpọnyánrin sílẹ̀. Mo bọ̀, èyí tẹ́wà, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé ọdún ẹ̀ jáde. Ọdún yẹn dà, ó yá jáde, ọdún yẹn dà. Ìfẹ́ jó lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Ó yá. Ó tún ní thank you. Wàsíù ò jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀. Ó yá. Oh my God, a ti gbọ́. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀, a ti gbọ́. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀, a ti gbọ́. Mo ń bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ lọ mú ìgbálẹ̀ mi wá. Ìgbálẹ̀ tèmi náà rà. APC ṣé bàbá, APC ṣé bàbá, ṣé Buhari, ṣé Buhari, ṣé Buhari ti jẹ gbèsè sílẹ̀. Buhari ti jẹ gbèsè sílẹ̀ Buhari ti jẹ gbèsè sílẹ̀. Ṣé Buhari 42 trillion naira. Dollar is now how much? $800. Pound sterling is now 942. Hey, no security, no education, no welfare, nothing is working. Ó yá, ṣé bàbá. Ṣé bàbá, ó yá, ṣé bàbá. Hey! Àti gbọ́ APC. Ṣé Buhari. Ṣé Buhari. Next level. Ṣé Buhari. Ó yá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Oh my God. Ó bá jẹ́ ká gbóhùn tó fẹ́ sọ Wàsíù náà. Kí ló dé tó fi jẹ́ ká gbóhùn tó fẹ́ sọ? The bomb bastard have destroyed Nigeria now. One more time. Ó yá. Oh my God. Kí ló fẹ́ sọ? Tí àmọ́ tó fẹ́ sọ. We don't know what he wants to say because he destroyed Nigeria. He has actually finally destroyed Nigeria before Tinubu arrived. Hey, àwọn Yorùbá ń gbọ́. English. Bomb bastard. Bomb bastard. Thank you. Thank you.
Much indeed.
Thank you. Yeah, shut up. Nigeria is now owing so much money. The money we are ahead. What about me if I can't do the sita support? Hey! Mo gbọ́dọ̀ play Ìgbòho fún èèyàn kan nísìn. Olólùfẹ́ mi dáadáa ni. Ọkùnrin ni o àdéhùn gay. Báńkì àwọn princess mi àti princess àti bébì kékeré ìwọ gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́ Ìgbòho. Gbogbo àdúrà bí ṣe you don't see Ìgbòho èmi àti àjọ ń ríra lójoojúmọ́ ni lójú oorun ní gbogbo ẹ̀ lájọ ń rí so mo gbọ́dọ̀ play you don't see Ìgbòho ká tó wọnú program. Mo kíyàwó mo kí ọmọ kú ìtọ́jú wa Ọlọ́run tí ó fà ilé mi lọ́wọ́ tó sọ pé ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni lọ́wọ́ ẹni máa wà láì in tó ń ṣe èmi kọ́ ló ń ṣe fún ẹni tí mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ń gbọ́n tí mo sọ. Báńkì princess báńkì queen mo wá dúpẹ́ fún ẹ torí pé ẹlòmíì ò tí mọ tóun ṣe ní tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe fún wa èmi kọ́ lẹ̀ ń ṣe fún but ó máa ń láìkí a ní ṣé mo ti rí Ìgbòho àwa ti celestial lájókòó yìí mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta lèmi ṣe bí ṣe ń ṣe celestial mò ń ṣe kérúbù mò ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ 3-1 ni mò ń ṣe mo kí ẹ dáadáa ìwọ ló lélẹ̀ jẹ́ fún ẹ lélẹ̀ ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ program officially this is for you torí pé kí ni èèyàn dáadáa nìyẹn èèyàn tó wá jẹ́ tó dáadáa yẹn má change wẹ́ wọ́n ṣàdúró síbẹ̀ má change wẹ́ ṣọ wá rí ibi tí wọn náà fẹ́ lọ yẹn ní kàríà tó fẹ́ tẹ̀síwájú yẹn wàláì eléyìí tó ń ṣe fẹ́mi tínú mi ń dùn Elédùmarè bá ń ṣe tó jù fẹ́ fún lọ òun lélẹ̀.
ọmọ Ìbàràpá lápapọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àti ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ tìlé tó kọ́ ẹ̀mí àbọ̀ ẹ̀bá.
jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀ ìwọ ló nìyẹn jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀ ìwọ ló nìyẹn bonjour mo kí ẹ ó ti wà confused the love is too much the love is too much the love is too much a máa nífẹ̀ẹ́ kú ni ìwọ tó bá wá sọ pé Ìgbòho ìwọ ṣe ìwọ gbé bàbá ẹ jáde bàbá ẹ ní kò gbé jáde. Very good afternoon and welcome to the live transmission. We have literally spent 42 minutes to wind up, 42 minutes to tell you that Buhari destroyed Nigeria. These three people will be held accountable for your life for the last 8 years. The reason why you did not make it in Nigeria is three people: the finance minister, the president, and the vice president. These are the three people that destroyed Nigeria. And today, as over 100 and according to the paper today, 127,000 Nigerians have literally japa. Please, if you find your way to japa, find your way. But that will not solve the problem. That is just a minor tick box to the real problem, because the more we are running away, the more we are also being marginalized outside. My name is OLAMILEKAN. Maybe you are joining this program for the first time. Yeah, we break Nigeria so that we can move further. Our life is already mortgaged inside Nigeria. Buhari sold us out to different parts of the world. As he was borrowing money, the transmission is going to be both in English and Yoruba. Bó ṣe yáwó níta, ó ti fi wá yáwó. Owó tí Buhari fi wá yá, òun ló ń lọ lọ́nkàn ẹ̀. Owó tí Buhari fi wá yá, òun ló ń lọ lọ́nkàn ẹ̀. And today, ìdí tí a ṣe gbérí is nothing more than the fact that Buhari destroyed everything. I welcome you into the conversation. Mo tún kíyà mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, ẹ kú ìrọ̀jú. Like I said, tomorrow, I will determine finally if we need your help. But if you still think that Koiki, then ní láti $2, kí ló bí o lọ fẹ́ ká bẹ́ẹ̀ fowó yẹn sí? And please, for those of you that are paying us in Zelle before, do not pay money into that Zelle account for now. You are rather get in touch with me and decide how you want to support us. With prayer. Oh yes, I need a lot of your prayers. I can't sit here kí n máa sọ pé onídàá fún Christian, onídàá fún Sẹ̀lẹ̀. No. I've gone. I love even Indo. I love every religion around the world. Ìjẹ̀sìn kan mo gbé dání. But please, once again, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ní Zelle details kan lọ́wọ́, ẹ má sanwó sínú Zelle yẹn fún mi for now. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. As I'm now preparing to go into the broadcast and the transmission for this afternoon, my focus today, please look at the topic. Don't come and sit here and abuse Igboho. Don't come and sit here and abuse Baba Akintoye. I will curse you. I will curse your four fathers that have died. I don't joke with these two people. Don't curse Chief Ayiloge. Don't curse anybody. You can sit here and disagree, but don't curse anybody. I know some of you are watching. Lè má ṣe Koiki ni the star boy. Mo sọ fún yín pé èmi ni last man standing with all our beautiful ladies. I was watching Yedara yesterday, very powerful program, and the rest, Alhaja Eleha, Dr. Zabi, and the rest of them that I cannot mention, Lady K, and every single one of them in the Yoruba world media. I am different because I speak from the international side, the international angle. I look at things from the international perspective. Ìyẹn ni mo ṣe yàtọ̀. Because I have lived with the Oyinbo people for 24 years. I know what is called international relationship. The only thing is I did not study it at the university. But I had the privilege of getting closer to somebody like Otumbo Oseni, where they wanted to destroy that man. Àwọn àgbàlagbà media làwọn yẹn. I have known him in this country for more than 24 years. We're talking about Fatai Oguribido, and there's so many of them like that. Àwọn tá a mọ̀ra dáadáa. I am Olayomi Koiki. Yes, you can call Dupe Onitiro because she's a scammer. Do. So picture her do. One pay me scammer. Emi kan scammer. Bomb bastard. Let's get into the program and leave her for now. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Mo kí wà látà. Mo kí gbogbo olórí ẹbí wa.
India has set aside over $10 billion grant for African countries. That's one of the main talking points following the one-day summit in New Delhi. And how does Nigeria benefit from the grant?
When India agrees to maybe put a factory, it solves some unemployment problems. And the goods and services they produce, that means our foreign exchange will not suffer so much.
We do not own the copyright to this video. It's just for educational purpose only.
All the Indian companies may ask is one, repatriation of their profit, which is part of the agreement, and then some essential raw materials which are not available, which are not available in Nigeria. I think the benefit is very clear.
Your Excellency, how much have you recovered so far in the fight against corruption? And how do you feel when critics say that you're being selective?
I cannot tell you offhand how much we have recovered. But for those who are being selective, if they were not involved in corruption, they wouldn't mind. They would even encourage us to get whoever has compromised his position in the trust given to him. So I see it in the papers. I watch it on your screens. But I have never lost a sleep on it, because those that are not corrupt should only encourage us to even do more. But those that are interested in the safety of those that have abused trust in the country will go to any length, include.
You've been listening to this Fulani man. Forget about his English. They are very, very intelligent. These are intelligent human breed. Bó ṣe jókòó yẹn, dead or alive. Dementia, àbí kò wà dementia, wọ́n mọ nǹkan ṣe. Ó mọ in tó ń ṣe. Ṣẹ́rí bó ṣe rọra jókòó tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pàpàpàpàpàpà yìí, ó mọ tó ń ṣe. Let's play one more.
Due to bribing people to give false information and so on. I'm not being selective. Whoever is caught will be the documents that incriminate him or her will be used in the courts to prosecute him for the Nigerians to know really who have abused trust.
Your Excellency, the 3-month target you gave to the military to annihilate, to flush out Boko Haram is running out. A situation where they don't meet the target. Will there be an extension?
Well, the main objective is to get rid of Boko Haram.
Hey, shut up. You are not getting rid of anything. Irọ́ ló pa. Ẹni tó bá gbọ́n tí arákùnrin yìí sọ tó bá mú lọ sí ọjà, wá ná tiẹ̀ bàjẹ́. Buhari ló ṣí bọ́dà fún àwọn criminal tó wọlé. Buhari ló ṣí bọ́dà sílẹ̀ tí gbogbo influx of jihadists tá fi ṣe program láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. The reason why Nigeria is breeding the next terrorist in the world is because of Buhari. Buhari say, àbúrò wa ni wọ́n, ẹ̀gbọ́n wa ni wọ́n, ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ kó wọlé, ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ kó jókòó, kí ló dé tẹ̀ ń bínú ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá, kí ló dé tẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ọmọ Igbo ń bínú. Buhari opened the border. The border today has now exposed every one of us. We are all now in danger because of President Muhammadu Buhari. How Tinubu is going to deal with that, we wait until Tinubu finally takes power. And those of you that keep saying, hey, are you going to negotiate with Tinubu? Yes, Tinubu is not just a Yoruba man. He's a Nigerian president. And since we are talking about Nigeria, we are going to discuss with Nigerian president. Idiot. Because you don't know what is called international relationship. So, Tinubu débẹ̀, so ní bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé àǹjọ̀nú ni ká máa bá sọ̀rọ̀? Ṣé àǹjọ̀nú ni kí máa bá sọ̀rọ̀? Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin lólùfẹ́ wa ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Lórí program tèmi, in time discuss. kojú the debt. Muhammadu Buhari is going, dead or alive, dementia or no dementia, is now going with legacy of kidnapping, inflation, and the debt. Gbèsè tó ń bẹ lọ́rùn Nàìjíríà nísìn, Tinubu will not be able to clear it in the next 8 years. Thank you so much, Mr. Clement, for the love and your support. And once again, appreciate to every one of us that have joined us, from our mothers to our sisters to non-Nigerians and to those that are friends of Nigerians and they are not concerned yet, but I'm sure you'll be concerned because it's going to affect every single one of us. There will be more Nigerians trying to get to your country either through the visa or through the back door or through the sea, just as we are seeing that immigration is becoming a problem. 60,000 Nigerian family relocated with their husband, their uncle, their son into UK during the visa of the student to United Kingdom from just last year alone.
Whether it's within the time limit we give to the military or outside it, we'll maintain focus on our objective and we will support them.
You never support the military. I just showed a military in a military barrack. The picture I released, I can't release the audio because they will track him down. That was a military man eating eba with no meat. We've seen a lot of Nigerian military pushing the military truck. We've seen a lot of Nigerian military that has been killed because there's a compromise. And if you do not believe me, maybe we should just lock this in. It's not an old video, but it's just something that refreshes our mind continuously, that we are dealing with monsters that have overthrown Nigeria. How Tinubu is going to remove the monster in Nigeria, which is the terrorist, we are waiting to see. But Buhari compromised, just as all the military architects in Nigeria are all involved. From the former chief of defense staff, Buratai, that we have already reported to the International Criminal Court. It does not matter, even if Buratai is 80 years old, we would drag his ass to International Criminal Court for crime against the indigenous people and crime against Nigerians because he was one time a chief of defense staff. Let's listen to this.
Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
So what is Buhari telling us here then? Kí ni Buhari wá ń sọ fún wa? Kí ló dé tí Buhari tí kò make sure pé expertise as a trained military general, he was trained here as a military in United Kingdom. Buhari is not just an ordinary military guy. He was trained here in UK. And when people are trained here, just like I have lived with with them here for the last 24 years, that means that I have also taken some of their own that can be beneficial to me, because you cannot take everything that is in this country. If you take everything, you will go down quickly. But if you take the one that you think that it will be beneficial to you, you are okay. Now, kí ló dé tí Buhari will eradicate terrorism in Nigeria and it becomes more problem. Let's go back to him.
Normally, I'm an optimistic person. Those that have already given up, I'm sorry for them.
So, are you giving up now, or you are just saying, you know what, Tinubu, come here. Tinubu, come here. You are now the next president. Go and deal with the terrorists that I brought into the country. Or should we say that is Tinubu aware of the influx of the terrorists in Nigeria? Because we know evidence is out there, whether I played it in this program or not. Evidence pointed out that when Buhari government wanted to come in 2015, we were told that Buhari and some cabal within the northern part and some politicians, maybe within the southwest, the southeast, brought in people that they could not return back. And evidence is there because El-Rufai told us on so many programs that they even pay them, but they refuse to go. And are they the same like the Wanga group that is fighting against the Ukraine? There's some group called Wanga. Are they the same? Is it that because Wanga is a little bit more professional, that's why we probably don't think about it? Because Wanga, these are military trained, ready to go and confront anything. And as we speak right now, they are fighting back to back with the Ukraine military in Ukraine. Ṣé àwọn tí Buhari náà kọ́ wá, are there those that just wanted to, beat us by cane? Take. And they decided that they are not going back because Nigeria is so sweet. Because these Wanga were almost also going to play in Russia, say, if you don't give us more weapons, we are not going. Are we now in the same situation that Buhari brought in these people in 2015, deceived everybody that they are just here to protect us? They are not going to kill anybody. They are not going to kidnap anybody. And 8 years down the line, Buhari government expire in less than 7 days from today, God willing. Emma Bino, I realized that one of my laptop is not in charge, and I'm not in Nigeria where they don't have light. It's only in Nigeria you don't have electricity. I have electricity here. It's not cheap. I have to pay for it. So we're good to go. So, ṣé Buhari ó and ṣé pé ntí Buhari fẹ́ sọ fún wa nìyẹn tí olórí Jágbádá, olórí Májàdíyẹ, because Buhari wanted to tell us something, but this guy did not allow. One more time. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. 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 Orí àṣẹ bàbá ṣe Buhari ṣe bàbá ṣe Buhari ṣe bàbá ṣe Buhari. Buhari came in 2015. The diaspora around the world gave him the support because Tinubu was part of the project, Buhari. Tinubu was the anchor man that said, Buhari is coming to save our lives. Buhari will turn Nigeria to where we can at least eat 3 square meals. Today, let us start talking about the record that Buhari is leaving. Buhari destroyed Nigeria. And as you can go back to these, if you do not know what is called LSE, my mom had the privilege to shake Bill Clinton inside this building some almost 10 or 15 years ago. I do not have the exact year. Bill Clinton was in London with the daughter, while my mom was privileged to be in the same building. And our time more value arawa, kolonja more value arawa. Bill Clinton was there on a Friday. My mom shook his hand. By the time my mom got back to work on Monday, after 48 hours, for the fact that my mom was telling the Oyibo people, I'm talking about the lords now, I want to talk about the Lord, but I had the privilege to shake Bill Clinton. They were shaking my mom's hand just to engage that privilege that they will never shake Bill Clinton. But today we have the privilege of Professor Banji Akintoye and IGBOHO and Chifa Iloge and the rest that are saying that Buhari destroy us. Let us come out before Tinubu comes in. They say no. It's because he's Fulani man. Tinubu is a Yoruba man. He will do better than Buhari. Oh, man, better than Buhari. That is because kini foresight. Oyinbo tó shake mommy mi ní after 48 hours. Tí wọ́n ti wẹ̀ tó ti fọwọ́, wọ́n sì believe pé ọwọ́ tí ìyá mi fi gba Bill Clinton ọwọ́ tó dání. This was in London. But today, ẹ wo bí ta wá sọ ara wa sí. The same way we were promoting Buhari in 2015, they've started the same thing with Tinubu, but they forgot that 8 years, 8 years, I will be 52. Lágbára Elédùmarè, k'Ọlọ́run kó fún mi lẹ́mìí gígùn, kó fún gbogbo wa lẹ́mìí gígùn. Ìwọ náà máa sọ age. I will be somewhere around 52 years old. God spare our life. If we continue with the projection, and I don't have to be in Nigeria, because Nigeria is a shithole. I will be here. I can train myself again to be a pilot. That's if I wish to. I can train myself to be a chef. I can even be somebody that is cleaning the street. That was in 2000. London School of Economics is one of the most expensive places. God bless the people that have the money, like the Otedola that were able to send their daughter, DJ Copy. She finished from this school. You are there now, Nigerians, now waiting for Tinubu to come and solve our problem, to give us what we called freedom. Elokosile. Tinubu will be very stiff on the media. Ara Tinubu nígbà fún gbogbo media tá ń ṣe. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé ló máa dín pẹ̀lú, kò lè dín pẹ̀lú àwa. Ẹ kọ déètì ní sílẹ̀. The media that will handle Tinubu communication, they will be more stringent than Buhari government. This article came out on the 2nd of November 2022. That's last year. Buhari's protected failure to fight corruption is forcing Nigerians to look beyond. Look beyond where? Níbo là ń wò? Ọ̀nà wo la fẹ́ wò? Níbo la fẹ́ wò sí? Because Tabanika Fisile, Tinubu will be coming with a huge debt on Nigeria, with a huge problem. 8 years will not be enough for Tinubu to deal with the problem. That is the reason why we are saying to the Yoruba people, ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń ṣe APC, we are not against you. We are not fighting you. Forget in Tambarawafa, lórí social media. But Tinubu will only have 8 years. Kò ní ní another 8 years. Kò ní, I'm not saying nílé ayé o, ẹ má ṣì mí gbọ́. Tinubu will only have 8 years, just as Buhari had the 8 years, and that 8 years is finally winding down. Dead or alive. If he's alive, from talking about Buhari, he has destroyed Nigeria beyond what you can think of. Once again, my name is Olami Koiki, and this is Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorsteps. Let's go back to the article. In 2015, ó mà dàbí àná mà ní. 2015 yìí mà dàbí àná. Ó mà dàbí ìgbà tẹ́ pé èèyàn sùn. Abáyọ tó ṣe sọ pé mo rántí ìtàn yẹn nínú Quran. Wọ́n ní bàbá yẹn sùn nígbà tó máa jí. Wọ́n ní kó mú owó yìí kó mú lọ sí ọjà. Nígbà tó mú owó yẹn dé ọjà, kábíyèsí Elédùmarè. Wọ́n bí pé níbo ló ti rí owó yìí. Ó náà lòun lówó yẹn. Àwọn tó mọ ìtàn tí mò ń sọ yìí, ó dà pé inú Quran ló wà, if I'm very right. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣé kí ní on disturb. Kí ni Koikimedia yẹn? I think it's okay. You can manage it. Ó ní òun lòun lówó yìí. Wọ́n wá realize pé century ti lọ. Ìyàn á máa sùn á di òkú kalẹ̀. Bí èèyàn bá sùn kò ní mọ tó ń lọ mọ́ àfẹni tó bá wà nínú ẹ̀mí tó wà in the spiritual realm. Because ìtagbé dání is a spiritual realm. Wọ́n ní 60 years ẹ ṣe gan ni bàbá Joseph Ọládàpọ̀. Arákùnrin yẹn ó ti sùn for 60 years kò mọ tó ń lọ láyìíká ẹ̀. Nígbà tí Buhari máa dé ní 2015 ó mà dàbí àná máa ní. Buhari mà ló ti ń lọ nísìnyí kábíyèsí Elédùmarè. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá, wọ́n ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n nínú Quran ló wà. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá tá à ń sọ fún pé ọ̀rọ̀ pé à ń bá Tinubu jà kọ́ ló wà nílẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ ayé wa tó ti lock sínú Nàìjíríà tí kò gbérí mọ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ pé gbogbo wa ò lè jápa kò possible. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ò lè kúrò nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò possible. Bọ́ bá ṣe pọ̀ tó ní Nàìjíríà, wọ́n ní we about 30 million. Níbo la fẹ́ sá lọ ní gbogbo 30 million? Àmọ́ wá sílé sílẹ̀. Ìdí tá a ṣe ń sọ fẹ́yìn èèyàn wa ni pé it is now or never. Tinubu bá débẹ̀, a máa wá bó ṣe fẹ́ yanjú tí Buhari ṣe sílẹ̀. Kò ní lè blame PDP mọ́ nítorí pé Buhari ló ṣèjọba fún 8 years. Òun náà ló gbé wá. In 2015, Muhammadu Buhari emerged as the presidential candidate of the newly formed opposition coalition, the All Progressive Congress, known as APC. Many ordinary Nigerians, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà òdodo, òyìnbó yẹn ti pọ̀ jù, ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ wá mínínì ẹ̀, èmi náà mọ̀, because I learn a lot in this program that we've been doing. Tó bá sọ pé Hotel Echo Alpha Victor Echo. Báwa ṣe máa ń pè ní ìwà máa ní H for house, E for egg. Emma Binu Entawa Lori, I got to change the phone because it's already indicating that it's already battery low and we are already moving into a very good section of the program. Emma Binu, ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, I need the gadget. Ẹ bá rí BBC tó ń connect sí bí connect sàn. But ìdákọ́kọ́ need òun ni bí ṣe sọ fún yín, it is my own personal need. Ní láti mọ tó jẹ́, nígbà tí mo ti ní mi mo need personal need. Nǹkan tó bá ṣáà jẹ́, màá ṣáà lọ yanjú ẹ̀. So we pray that people will be able to, support from tomorrow officially when I'll be announcing that to go ahead. But already we have seen at least 2 or 3 people that have said, Koiki, Tuesday, send account number, and they've done something good for us there. And we appreciate you. Let's come back to the program once again. Taba sọ pé again, kí ló mean? Lift, can lift nǹkan. And whatever you are donating is a voluntary donation. It's got nothing to do with Yorùbá Nation. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. It has nothing to do with Yorùbá Nation. It is just for my own need. That's all. It kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú Yorùbá Nation. It's just that I got to sort 1 or 2 things out that is very, very urgent. That's all I can say. Taba sọ pé Taba ní HEAVE. This was the expectation. Expectation that Nigerians were waiting for because we thought that Jonathan was just a bad guy, drunkard, a PhD that do not know the left from the right. So expectation was Buhari as a former military dictator, because he was not a military guy that was good. He actually overthrown the government, but we polish him, we put him there, we approach him, and that account that is put there is an authentic account. Like I said, do not pay, for those of you in America that need support to Atele, Emma Sanwo-Sinu Zelle account for now. Tebafe support. You can even send a Western Union. I will pick it here in London. Taba sọ pé, it is, how do we now use it? What does Eve mean? That was the expectation. To throw something forcefully, especially something large and heavy. She picked up a heavy book. Heavy. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin GR1. Oh yes, iṣẹ́ ń lọ lórí ẹ̀. Wọ́n ti send the message kan sí mi, ẹ má bínú bàbá mi Stephen. Ẹ mọ̀ pé bí tí mo bá ṣe yẹn dé, wọ́n send àwọn information kan sí mi, mo dẹ̀ máa ṣe follow up ẹ̀. Mo apologize gan. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ní sọ fún yín ìpàtẹ wà lórí ẹ̀. Thank you so much. There's a group called GR1. It's not a group, they just sort out problem. Now, mo fẹ́ ká padà sórí article yẹn. Mo kí gbogbo organization tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ different ways, we're all different works, we're different needs. I am different from others. I will not be like them, they will not be like me. My job is from the media perspective to educate you, to give you the background of why Buhari failed, because Wasiu ò jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tó fi sọ. Because Taba ti gbọ́n tó fẹ́ sọ ni, ni wà paying today. Today we are paying because Wasiu ò jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tó fẹ́ sọ. And because of the selfish interest of Tinubu, which is now going to be the president, regardless of whatever is going to happen at the election tribunal, Tinubu will destroy Nigeria if he is not allowed to go in there on the 29th. Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kó satisfy conscience ẹ̀. If not, gbogbo bórí ṣe dáhùn náà ọ̀tọ̀ ni. So Tinubu, whether Nigerians like it or not, whether we like it or not, we will still negotiate with him. Not negotiate to remain in Nigeria, but since we don't want to fight war, which I know I am only deceiving myself. Let's quickly go back. Now we get the understanding. So Nigerians, Eve, a sight of relief. We were all excited. Even Sowore was excited that Buhari came in. Imagine Sowore was excited. Imagine Omoyele Sowore himself. Today, Omoyele Sowore ó ń gba sí fún Buhari ni. Let me read what Sowore, my brother, has been saying in the last few hours, especially as somebody that knows history. Look at what Sowore says. Lazy. Let me refresh this. Lazy, unconscious Buhari. Lazy. Say Baba. Very lazy. Lazy, unconscionable, mediocre ruler. President of Ghana, Senegal, Togo, Niger. Niger did not even speak English. That one they speak Hausa. All lazily sat there when Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu was there telling Buhari that in 1978, when I was born, Kabiyesi Eledumare, they've destroyed Nigeria. I was born in 1978. He delivered a Warri refinery, brand new, but forget to tell them that in 2023, Buhari had killed and buried Warri because Buhari hates the Igbo people just as the Yoruba does, and we want to live together. We must be all crazy. Buhari destroyed the Warri because ó mọ̀ pé àwọn tí side ilẹ̀ Igbo nìyẹn kò fẹ́ jẹ́ kó gbérí, and the three others, birds of the same feather. I am sure if you go to their respective countries, the story is the same. Ghana, Senegal, Togo, Niger, Nigeria built a refinery for Dangote, but couldn't repair its own refinery. Crushing shame. Hashtag revolution now. Ó ń lòdù lọ́wọ́, ó ń gbóná pẹ́lípẹ́lí. Ta ló kọrin yẹn? It's just a man, ó ń gbóná pẹ́lípẹ́lí. You remember that song? Ó ń gbóná pẹ́lípẹ́lí. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń bọ̀ yìí, ó ń gbóná pẹ́lípẹ́lí ni. By the time it hits the ground, everybody will understand that this country have been destroyed from top to bottom, like Buhari will always say. Buhari was said to be a no-nonsense retired general. He's a bloody illiterate that decided that he's not illiterate in terms of not understanding French, and he projected himself as an illiterate, but he's a smart guy. Buhari knew what he was doing. He put his wife at there, and the wife put the brother in the means. They brought in Emefiele. They brought in the military. That remember that Buhari did not want to change the military architect because they were his clan. And when you Buhari knew what he was doing, but he gave Tinubu the stupidity. Often Tinubu the stupidity. Tinubu thought Buhari was stupid, but Buhari knew that he was going to invest everything in Niger. This is your lecture room, okay? Don't expect Seun Akinbaloye to talk like this. Don't even expect our brother that is still pushing his effort there on a rise. I'm talking about, my brother there, Rufai. And forget about Abati. That one, they're all born bastard. If you're looking for Dele Momodu, he's there in Dangote because they've already paid Naira into his account. He can fly in and fly out and being deceived. Somebody called me this weekend. Into Sokwedu Dele Momodu. I don't want to go into too much details because while also I had a trace about someone young. Ni UK, I keep that for now to myself. That's why Dele Momodu continue to lick their ass. Because Dangote can easily give Dele Momodu 5 million. Could cost Dangote anything. And then Dele Momodu will probably give Antomba Shishe half money 20,000, half 30,000 naira. Buhari was said to be a no-nonsense retired general who did not condone corruption. Olaswani. Yet, as Uche Ugo writes, Buhari's government is characterized by the virulent form of nepotism, and the government machinery is captured, controlled by just a few individuals whose agenda is to favor sectional interest and align others. This is what Tinubu is going to do as well, okay? Those of you that are already Igbo people, you better be preparing your mind because Tinubu is going to do the same thing like Buhari do. I am a Yoruba man. Does not mean, do I like that? No, but that is the way it's going to work. Because if Tinubu goes there as well, he will be doing the same thing that Buhari does. But you do not want the Igbo people to be president of Nigeria, and you want them to remain in Nigeria. Nigeria will blow away very soon. You are all living in denial. You do not want the Igbo to be the Nigerian president because by 2031, the power shift back again to the northern part of Nigeria, not to the southeast. And you want us to live together. How? Because Tinubu now will probably give Igbo people some small position. But it will Roko, Igbo people, if you don't know what is Roko, it will keep farming to our side. Because he wants to quickly do as much to Yoruba side. Is that the kind of society you want to believe in? Where we are all being marginalized? That is not a country. That is not the right way. For some of you that we are talking to now, it seems to be, your head is blocked. It's blocked from here to there. Oh yeah, Dele Momodu is part of the group that do guy man in Nigeria. We know that, and that's why he keeps doing videos every second, every minute, with his pot belly all over the place. As Uche writes, Buhari's government is characterized by the virulent. This Oyibo too much for us, so we should break it down. Because when they are using virulent, it's for people that went to Oxford or people that have done masters. We are kutu. We don't understand what is virulent. What is?
Virulent.
Again, virulent. It's almost like virus of Onitiri, but this one is called
virulent.
It's the same thing. No, this one is virulent. It is. I found another name for Dupe Onitiri. Dupe Onitiri will now be called virulent. Eba mi kosi be. Virulent, V-I-R-U-L-E-T-N. That is the name that we've given to Dupe Onitiri. She's no longer Dupe Onitiri. She's now Dupe Virulent Onitiro Virus. And the meaning of that is of a disease or poison, extremely severe or harmful. Dupe Virulent is so much poisonous that she's still using her poisonous like a snake to come and talk rubbish as she was speaking at Ijile yesterday, talking nonsense and jagbajantis. I remember Ijile telling me he pays $250 for internet. Say, oh, possible, anytime I'm talking. So possible, can you answer $250 a month? Ní internet, ní Turkey. Níjọ́ tó sọ fún mi báyìí, mo sọ fún yín pé ọ̀rẹ́ mi tájọ́ lọ ìyẹn ní So Dupe is now called virulent Modupe. But I copy virulent and síwájú because ìyẹn ní orúkọ ẹ̀. Because virulent is something that is poison and disease. She's a poison in this movement. Virulent Onitiro or virulent Modupe. Ìjìnlẹ̀ náà ń san 250. Èmi kan tí mo wà ní London. Gbogbo tí mo ń san ní internet mi, which I can show you the last receipt. I can show you. £35 ni mo ń san. Ìjìnlẹ̀ ní $250 ló ń san every month. Àyàmíjà mo yà gbé mọ́ra. I'm talking about níjọ́ tí mo lọ sí Turkey lélẹ́yìí o. Tí bá parọ́ mọ́, somebody confirm that again pé inú meeting kan táwọn ṣe ó ní €220 ló ń san. Ṣó ń bá CNN ṣiṣẹ́ ni? Ìyá mi gbé mi lékè ń tẹ̀ kí gbogbo ìgbọ́dọ̀ kẹ́yìn. Mo kí gbogbo èyí tó kù náà. Ẹ má bínú pé ó ń gbóná fẹlifẹli lọ́wọ́ yìí ni. Aago mẹ́ta ló ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ lu KOIKImedia Live. So virulent ni Buhari. But Tinubu mọ̀ pé virulent ni, but this time around, Tinubu will deal with them as well. We hope so, because if Tinubu does not finish the job to break up that messed up country, then the North takes the power, they destroy every one of us. We know that they're not going to give it to the Igbo people. Sorry, Igbo people. They're not going to give it to you. So, if you're waiting for Nigeria president, Igbo people, sorry, go and join these Biafra under the leadership. One Igbo people, one Biafra idiot. Say, Koiki, are you sure that you can still say that the meeting you and Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa have is still the same agenda as what Olori Buruku, Onyara, Onyoshi, Onye Beribe? You know, go better for you. Go and sit under Simon Ekpa, the leader under the current Biafra autopilot. Make una go sit under him and support him. That's all he's asking for. Support him with your money. Support him with your prayer. Support him with your time. Don't go and be removing the Biafra brand. Only Buruku Biafra people where they no, those are not Biafra because there are some people where they does. One bastard. Tell me, what on your flag in me? Headquarter America or Biafra. You have already committed a crime. You that you did that, they capture you on video. Oh my God. You are still operating an Nigerian police that doesn't know that mobile phone now. When somebody take a video, it goes viral. Yeah, Ijile said he's paying $250 for internet in Turkey. Ayamija. So, Buhari is virulent. Go and support Simon Ekpa. Even Nnamdi Kanu said, support Simon Ekpa is doing very well. And he's the good guy. So, we now understand that the word virulent is like a poison. So, let me read that back again without using the word virulent. Buhari government is characterized by a poison. Poison. Buhari, which mama wo kutukutu ni. Let's go back to that video one more time. You are watching a live transmission. This is KOIKImedia, and we say thank you so much to those of you that are with us.
But I remain confident that military... Oh,
shut up! Which confident? Olori Buruku virulent. You are a poison. You destroy Nigeria beyond what Nigeria was in 2015.
Law enforcement agencies are more than equal to Boko Haram.
The PDP and APC in the National Assembly have been polarized following the confirmation.
What is Tinubu going to be talking about when he comes back? I mean, when he becomes the full president from May 29. And what will Tinubu Mamabaja in terms of corruption? Because it is not PDP that is leaving the power, it is APC. Or is Tinubu just going to say, you know what, let's just cover the track? Because we knew that Buhari came in, wanted to attack the PDP that was there for 16 years. But now when Tinubu comes in, and we want Tinubu Mamale, because we know that the government that is in control is APC government. So even if Tinubu is trying to go and look for PDP states, and then trying to find out what they are doing in their state, it should be looking more into what is happening in the federal, where money has been missing with the amount of corruption. So is Tinubu going to probe Buratai? Are we going to see Buratai being probed? Ṣé wọ́n máa probe Buratai? Moki Baba, free to think. We cannot really blame Buhari, but Tinubu. That is why I'm asking the question. Ẹ̀yin ti APC, ṣé wọ́n máa probe ara wọn tí Tinubu bá débẹ̀? Àbí Tinubu náà kọ́ máa sọ pé egbòlé ni ẹja fi sílẹ̀?
One of your nominees for ministerial position. Does that bother you?
You are right. Mr. Moses says the fate of Nigeria will be known this week, and we will know what will become of the zoo by weekend. It is going to be so hot that some people may not stand it. Buhari is from hell.
You see, this is a teamwork. There's no way. I said I know people, but there are people I accept from other people in our team that I trust without even knowing them. Maybe the one that had problem in the National Assembly, I doubt it.
This coming National Assembly will protect Tinubu, and if Tinubu takes any step beyond what they want him to do, they will destroy him.
I have ever met him in my life. I doubt if I ever met him. But then I'm working with others. I didn't walk into the presidency alone. I have to depend on all the 3 tiers of government.
What 3 tiers of government? You destroy the 3 tiers of government. Your government was the most corrupt, more than 16 years of the bastard PDP that were there.
Parts of the country, we cannot work outside the constitution.
What constitution are you talking about? The fraudulent 1999 constitution that you are all trying to amend. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá, constitution iná mà ní Tinubu máa lò. The journey ahead will be so interesting. The same constitution tí Buhari lò náà ni Tinubu máa lò. Abẹ́rò pé Tinubu máa create constitution tẹ̀ yí dẹ̀ pariwo. Èmi ló kàn, bàbá èmi ló kàn, bàbá tọ̀lé èmi ló kàn, bàbá tọ̀lé, bàbá pampers, bàbá tí búlàlà. Say bulala, bululu. Bulala, bululu. Buhari lari, we will see. Kọ́ṣà make sure pé tí Tinubu bá ti ń káàkiri, kọ́ṣà make sure pé pampers yẹn ò leak. Kó má dàbí ti president South Africa kan tó ń tọ̀ tí gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ń jáde lára ni. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, à ń bẹ̀ yín ni in advance, okay? Because the last thing tí mo fẹ́ máa rí ni pé kí Tinubu wá jáde nísìn, kí tọ̀wá máa jáde ní gbogbo agbádá kí gbogbo agbádá ti tutù. Ẹ má ṣe yẹn o, bó ṣe lọ yàgbẹ́ nígbà tó lọ sọ́dọ̀ Àwùjalẹ̀.
Representative from each state. Yes, there used to be 42 ministers. I think we will be lucky if we can have half of that now, because we cannot afford it. Others they may not be substantial ministers, but they will.
Let me say this to Nigerians, okay? Come here. Let's leave this bulala, baba. Say baba, make we leave this baba, okay? Let's now come here. Okay, may we finish this LLC fund, okay? There's no money anywhere. Kò sí owó anywhere. Ìta gbẹ. Àwọn staff tó ń bá mi ṣiṣẹ́ wá ní ọ̀gá ẹnu gbẹ. Ìjọ tí nǹkan mo rí mẹ́sẹ̀jì lánàá bí jẹta. Mo ṣáà send nìkan kékeré sí. Hello ma. Ẹ máa lọ. All right. Yeah, mo ti get it. All right. Ó ní ọ̀gá inú gbẹ. Àwọn ọmọ mi máa ń pa mí lẹ́rìn-ín náà. Èdè oríṣiríṣi ló wà Nàìjíríà. Slangs ti pọ̀ jù. Ọ̀gá inú gbẹ. Nàìjíríà ọ̀dọ̀ bá mi olóyè mo ti gbọ́rọ̀ yẹn. Gbogbo àwọn tó wà nínú ilé wọn. ẹnugbẹ nígbà tó ẹnugbẹ ẹnu bá gbẹ lò àwa máa ń lo ẹnu bá gbẹ àwa máa ń lo vaseline ìfipá ni wọ́n nínú olú ẹ̀kọ́ làwọn sọ kò sówó lápò kò sówó lóde ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ wo ẹ sunkún kò ń ṣèpè mo kí bàbá wa prophet Ògúndélé mo kí ó gbẹ̀yìn bàbá wa ní Olúwa àní Buhari virus ni disease ni form of nepotism and the government machinery is captured and controlled by few individuals whose agenda kan péré tán ní is to favour sectional interest and alienate of others. Ṣé Tinubu náà máa ṣe the same thing tí Buhari ṣe and you expect everybody to be happy? Torí ẹ pé ó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá àbí? Ó dà bẹ́ẹ̀. The ideal of Muhammadu Buhari coming back was generally perceived as a much needed opportunity to get the country back on track. We thought that Buhari coming was like it's going to, things will just start running. Àṣé Buhari gangan ni olè. Buhari gangan ni olè. Gbogbo tá à ń rò mọ́ lára ní 1980, àṣà àdá kan mọ̀ ni. He was waiting carefully until he gets there and he destroy everything. As a military head of state many years ago, he led a widespread campaign known as War Against Indiscipline, which mandates citizens to comply with law and order across the country. Predictably, his campaign was anchored. Ẹgbọ́n campaign, ẹlọ́mọ̀wó campaign Tinubu nísìnyí kẹ́mọ́ tí Tinubu sọ o. Torí pé tó má di pé gbà tí Tinubu bá débẹ̀ táwa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀ máa ní Koiki shut up Tinubu ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. I want everybody to go and take a note of the manifesto of Tinubu. Because after we started talking about Buhari, some of you were like, no, Buhari never, even Femi Adesina, the Yoruba guy, only not, Buhari never said so. Bukiyawa Olajire Koka. Only Buhari ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, only Roland Pamo. So let's remind ourselves to keep the manifesto of Tinubu as it's going in the next few days. Predictably, his campaign was anchored in connecting Buhari campaign lé lórí nǹkan mẹ́ta yẹn kò rí ṣe tó fi lọ ní 8 years. Báwo lẹ ṣe wá expect pé Buhari ó tó rí ṣe ní 8 years? Ẹ wá àwọn Yorùbá wá ń dọ́gbọ́n ẹni Ọlọ́run á fún Tinubu ṣe bomb blaster. Ẹ yé parọ́ mọ́ Ọlọ́run, ẹ fi ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run sílẹ̀. Ṣé Buhari ò kìí ṣe Buhari ò lọ́lọ́run ni? Tìbí Muslim tí Buhari ṣe náà ni Tinubu ṣe. So kí ló fẹ́ yàtọ̀? Allah fún Tinubu ṣe. Allah fún Tinubu ṣe. We lie too much. A máa ń parọ́ tó pọ̀ jù. A máa ń parọ́ torí pé ìfẹ́ tẹ̀ ní sí Tinubu. There is nothing wrong to love Tinubu. It is your fundamental right to love Tinubu, but Tinubu cannot do no jack shit. Okay? Tinubu ò lè rí nǹkan kan ṣe. Mo kí bàbá wa Samson, Waris mo kí ẹ bẹ̀. Dùgbẹ̀dùgbẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀, gbogbo wa la máa jẹ breakfast. Everybody. Nǹkan mẹ́ta ni Buhari campaign lé lórí ní 2015. Corruption ni number 1. Do we still have corruption in Nigeria today? Ìbéèrè ni o, máa wò bí kò má dáhùn. Ìwọ ló mọ tó ń lọ nínú pocket ẹ. Èmi náà rẹ̀ mọ tó ń lọ nínú pocket mi because èmi náà ní family nílé. Mo láwọn tí mò ń tọ́jú. Mo ní family tí mò ń tọ́jú and they are waiting on me. Wọ́n ọ̀dẹ̀ ràn mí iṣẹ́ eléyìí tí mo gbé dání. They expect me to do. Ó yẹ kí n máa ṣe ojúṣe mi fún family mi. Okay? But eléyìí tí mo gbé dání, ó ti slow down ojúṣe tẹ́ ẹ̀ka tún máa ṣe fún family bí ọ̀wọ̀ tí mọ̀. Ṣé Buhari ṣé corruption wà àbí kò sí? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá wa prophet John Ogundele ní everything will soon turn upside down. Tinubu tó ń bọ̀ nísìn níbo ni Tinubu ti fẹ́ rí 11 trillion tó máa tẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ fi bá wa dì tó bá wa fi blọ́ọ̀kì ìyẹn deficit tó wà nínú bọ́jẹ̀tì tí Buhari fẹ́ gbélẹ̀ fún. Ẹ jẹ́ mọ́ yóò yá. Ṣé ní ẹ̀fẹ́ gbọ́ràn tá à ń sọ fún yín pé ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu kọ́ ló wà nílẹ̀ Tinubu ò lè rí kankan ṣe. Yes, the government náà máa run bọ̀kòrówó tó máa fi fund yìí. O ní lè lọ sí school torí pé wàá máa wá àǹtí ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ fún ẹ lówó láti Amẹ́ríkà àǹtí adé sọ pé ìbọn sọ pé kò fẹ́ ní Yorùbá nation dáhùn lóhùn. Àfáǹtí ẹ̀ tó bá sì ní ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run. Security Buhari ò rí nǹkan kan ṣe. Security ló lọ lọ́nkọ́ yẹn. Ojoojúmọ́ ló ń jiyàn gbé. Ẹ lọ wo Taraba state, Plateau state ní last week. Ẹ sunkún abiyamọ ní tí wọ́n ti dá sílẹ̀ ní Taraba. Àwọn tó ń pè ní dáràndáràn wọ́n ti dúnbù àwọn èèyàn burúkú tá à ń sọ yìí wọ́n wọlé dé. Ó ní fídíò kan ẹ̀bẹ̀tẹ̀ bá mi rí fídíò yẹn tí máa kan sọ pé àwọn mujẹmujẹ bàbá yẹn wọ́n wọ glasses báyìí fídíò yẹn ti pẹ́ ó yẹ kí wọ́n máa lo fídíò yẹn pé àwọn mujẹmujẹ ló dé yìí àwọn tó ń mu ẹ̀jẹ̀ èèyàn òun làwọn tó dé nísìn àwọn blood sucker àwọn máa ń mu ẹ̀jẹ̀ ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ làwọn máa ń mu ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọ̀sán gan ló máa ń mu ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn lè ń wò yìí àwọn tí Buhari kó wọlé àwọn lè ń wò lẹ́yìn mi they are all over the place. àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá máa sọ pé Koiki Ọlọ́run Jesus Christ I sort it out bí a Jesus ló ń defend ìlú yìí lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ MI5 pé ṣé wọ́n rely lórí Jésù Kristi tó fi ń bá wọn protect ìlú yìí ó tí ì mọ tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ Plateau State àwọn Plateau ti come out to protest ó sì máa jáde tó pọ̀ location 9 ó ti finish òdìlì bàtímọ́lẹ̀ mo kí ẹ ń bẹ̀. àníṣe nǹkan mẹ́ta ni Buhari náà máa ṣe olórí burúkú àti sọ méjì kò rí méjèèjì ṣe rebuilding the Buhari náà máa rebuild the economy. I'm going to rebuild the Nigerian economy. Oríṣe, the economy is now zero. Nigeria kódà tó bá fẹ́ yáwó níta as a Nigerian tó bá ti lè mọ̀ pé Nigeria nìyẹn ò ní ẹni tó ń gbé ní outside Nigeria nìyẹn imagine you are not living in Nigeria and you went to the bank you say you want to borrow money and you are telling them you are Nigerian you are not going to get that money. So because you know why? This is what Buhari did. Buhari met the dollar at $190 in 2015. We are even telling him, just take us back to 2015. They say, Èmi ló kàn, bàbá èmi ló kàn, èmi ló kàn, bàbá èmi ló kàn, èmi ló kàn, bàbá Pampas, Tinubu, bàbá Pampas, bàbá Pam. I'm sure Tinubu is so excited. City boy, he will enjoy life. Adóòbò ẹ má bínú fún ọ̀rọ̀ àlùfàǹṣá tí mò ń sọ Tinubu á máa dúró àwọn ọmọ tìrí Tinubu á máa gbàṣẹ fáwọn fine kò ní báwọn ti Nàìjíríà ṣe mọ́ òun náà máa ṣe bí Abacha wọ́n á máa lọ export wọn wá ni. He will be living life because ó ti monopolize in Lagos already. Ṣèyí Tinubu monopolize you bastard people that I'm telling you that he bought a house here. They say, Koiki, let Jesus let me buy as well. Jesus is not going to let you buy house in UK. Olórí burúkú, bomb bastard you are. Ṣèyí Tinubu will become more powerful. This government will be much more bitter than Buhari. You know that we did not see Buhari's son, though we realized that he was driving this Okada, powerful motorbike, until Olalemole. They move him to Germany for a quick operation so that he doesn't die. Seyi Tinubu is going to be more brutal. I've seen him already. I'm talking about seeing him from far because he monopolized Lagos State. Nobody can. Even Lagos State governor is always pissing. Look, someone who cannot talk to Seyi Tinubu anyhow. So, kerosene body kúrò Koiki 150 before 2015 1,000 naira. When Tinubu gets there they will remove. If they don't remove subsidy, people like Odedola will be making more money, Alakija will be making more money, Mike Adenuga will be making more money. Tony Elemedu olè ìyẹn ọmọ Igbo ó gbọ́n tiẹ̀ ó gbà sí fún Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá ní Tony you told me to invest money there I put the money there I want to put my money here you say make I no leave the money wèrè àwọn Yorùbá wà tó yẹ kó Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá lò kò lò wọ́n ó lọ lo Tony tó yẹ pé ní jìbìtì ló fi dá UBA sílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà. Continue. Èmi ló kàn, bàbá èmi ló kàn. Èló ni cooking gas. Borí Koiki, borí. 850 naira. Oh, cooking gas is not 850 anymore. From what I was told, 12 kg is about 9,000 naira. Èmi ló kàn, bàbá èló ni rice. Borí. Custom 46,000 naira. Èmi ló kàn. I think Sanwo-Olu told us that they've just launched a rice whatever in Ikorodu. Ẹ̀yin ará Ìkòròdú ṣé tí ra ráìsì tó ṣíìpù bomb bastard ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yá. Èmi ló kàn bàbá èmi ló kàn èmi ló kàn bàbá èmi ló kàn èmi ló kàn drug baron èmi ló kàn bàbá tọ̀lé wọ́n ti ń lo proper pampers fún nísìn. Ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yá. Buhari now destroy Nigeria. 8 years was that. Imagine you sleep. Imagine me sleeping on this chair and I wake up and it's like 60 years after. And I now take British pound and they're looking at the money. They say, where did you get this money from? The last time they spent this money was 60 years ago. It was like yesterday that Buhari came. Just like yesterday. He's going now. He has damaged every part of Nigeria. He don't Basinibi. He promised 3 things: corruption, rebuilding economy. Oh no, Buhari destroyed the economy. Etiwo, gas. Continue to point finger at me. I am 6,000 kilometers away from Nigeria. Bomb bastard. Let's go now quickly. 3 things he promised in his most famous. No. This guy, you lie. Because at our own brother, bomb bastard Wasiu, did not allow us to hear what Buhari was going to say. This is what Buhari wanted to say something, but Wasiu stopped him.
Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. 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 Ó tún yá ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari.
Much indeed.
Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀.
Yàrá àwọn èèyàn bí wọ́n ṣe ń dùn. Ẹni sùúrù, ẹwà ọmọ Yorùbá bọ́ ṣe ya. Ẹwà bọ́ tó ń jó lẹ́yìn yẹn, I'm sure pé ìyá ti jẹ́ pa. Ẹwà bọ́ kan wà lẹ́yìn yẹn, mo bọ̀, bọ̀ kan wà lẹ́yìn yẹn. Ẹwà bọ́ tó wọ blue yẹn, ṣe bó ṣe ń ju ọwọ́. I'm sure pé a ti gọ̀kadà, a ti forí gbálẹ̀. Bomb bastard. Àgbàkọ́ ọ̀tá ló ń pè wá, á disturb ọ̀rọ̀ program sọ wọ́n kẹ́kẹ́ má disturb. Koikimedia live. Èní níjọ́ Monday, ìjọ Ajé. Buhari fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ò jẹ́ kó sọ tó fẹ́ sọ. Ó fẹ́ lè sọ pé corruption òun ò ní lè ṣe o. Wàsíù ò jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀. Economy òun ò ní lè ṣe o. Wàsíù ò jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀. Security òun ò ní lè ṣe o. Ijó ni gbogbo ẹ̀ la fi jó. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀kọ́ fi jó gbé wa lọ. A ti jó sọnù. Ìjọ yẹn náà lẹ ti jó nísìn. Ẹ ti jó èmi ló kàn, bàbá mi ló kàn, èmi ló kàn. Ìjọ yìí náà ṣáà ni. You don't understand how policies, how things work around the world. The World Bank will continue to tell you, yeah, your money is not valuable. Devalue your money. The longer you are devaluing your money, the more the money continue to stretch. Wàhálà dé nìyẹn. The more your money become to go into depreciation. Wàhálà dé nìyẹn. So if I send £100, yes, it's going to give somebody at home 90,000, but you will buy 1 bag of rice. Oh, imagine I send £100, it will give somebody 94,000, but you are buying a bag of rice for 50,000 out of my 9,000, out of my 90,000. You have not buy pepper. You have not talked about the transport. That means that £100 is not viable anymore. It's just like I have to add another £100. Say you know, for the money to be going on, it's the value. The money is no longer valuable. And I see your governor, your bomb bastard governor, Seyi Makinde. He was in London. Oh no, in London. I've been in this country for 24 years. And Nikki Gogunwoko started in this Nigerian community and tell me what they have achieved with all your governors that have been coming here in 24 years in terms of projects in Nigeria. It's all guy man. They are all 419. And name let them challenge me and give me evidence and statistics of what government came to this country, whether it's Ondo State governor, well, even within the other state as well. All they do is they just do peri-peri. They chop chicken. And you see people, around the table with the governor. Governor, I have project too. You have project. Which kind of project? Investors? How much? $10 million. Take my card from our committee. If that project is sure, trust me, $8 million is not going to be invested. They will only invest $2 million. I have stayed with the Nigerian community. Come and take video. Come and take picture. all 419. Nothing seems to work. They're shaking. They're shaking. And I'm apple juice solution. I'm going to put one on the book. I'm going to put £100. One for £150. I want to go with this hour. I want my sorry media. I am not in. Support me. From bastard. I don't want sorry Imagine I went to cover an event where Bola Shegai was sitting down. Emir was there. Sanusi was the Emir there. And I did not get paid. And when I put the picture on social media, people say, hey, big boy, man, your network is your net worth. It's not lie. Your network is your net worth. If you are listening to that nonsense, go to Fela Durotoye. I am not that one you'll be listening to. Mine is to break that bastard country so that we can retain back our own resources. So let's move swiftly because of the time constraint. Nigeria corruption seems to have worsened under its watch. This was in November. According to many observers, the Nigerian corruption problem has grown from bad to worse. 7 years into his reign, Buhari is just a different idiot that knew what he was doing, destroyed Nigeria, and left Nigerians to cry. And today, more Nigerians still now think Tinubu is the next savior. How? How is Tinubu going to be the next savior? How is Tinubu going to be the next savior? Are you joking? Are you joking? How will Tinubu be the next savior? In the midst of the economic situation that the world itself is becoming so tight. The world is tight. Money is becoming, my gas is about almost £3,000 a year. So that means that if I'm sitting here and I'm not making money. So how do I pay for my, my own bills? Oh, you don't know that? Idiot. Nigerian corruption seems to have worsened under its watch. According to many observers, the Nigerian corruption problem had grown. Ó ti dàgbà, ó ti bímọ, oyún mi tuntun ti wà lára. That is the Nigeria for you. Oyún mi ti wà lára because Buhari continued to take loan as he's going, he's doing more, signing different projects because he knows that he's going. But is Tinubu going to now cross-check all this? I don't think so because they are still under the same political party. His tenure has turned out to be full of rhetoric. Tọ́ba sọ pé nǹkan rhetoric, irọ́ ló wà ńbẹ̀. Devoid of action. In practice, his government is characterized by virulent, alternative virulent, that's a disease and a poison, form of nepotism, and the government machinery is captured and controlled by few individuals whose agenda is to favor sectional interests and align of others, which Tinubu is going to do as well. Tinubu is going to do the same thing, and you think that the Igbos and the Middle Belt will be happy. So Yorùbá, is that not marginalization? Is that not the same thing? We are waiting for Tinubu to be there. The verdict is that although the president himself may not be corrupt, Yorùbá is corrupt. His family is corrupt. Najatu told us Buhari's wife, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, brother, controls the mint. Nigeria. He deliberately allowed members of his family and close friends to accumulate public resources. Military marshal. They don't let the media go there because Buratai was allowing people to give 75% to people like Buhari's children, their family. But later, military personnel. What it the question Eshegon Baba Stephen, Nigeria is not just corrupt country, Nigeria is corruption. Desmond Uba said, if it's Buhari, let him prove himself. I'm gonna be a protect. That's Buhari. That man is not Buhari, please. Thank you so much, Desmond. The Biafra don't even believe that that's Buhari. Buhari is dead. Let him come and speak. The problem is he's not gonna speak for food anymore because Buhari goes in the next 7 days. So he will be away from you guys. You will now have to deal with Tinubu until Biafra goes, the Yoruba goes. So let me leave these now and let's come to the BBC report. And then how many hours have we done so far? Because the time is running very fast. Well, we are almost 2 hours into the program. So let me talk about the BBC News report and then probably open the phone line for a few minutes and then we start winding down bit by bit. So this was one day ago, okay? This was yesterday. BBC, the Bias Broadcasting Corporation, they are killing as many Igbos in the southeast. They are killing as many indigenous people in Plateau State. They are killing as many Christians in Nigeria. But nobody cares. Mokinyawa Olushola David. If you're waiting for BBC to come and talk about Nigeria, you wait forever. Nigerians Muhammadu Buhari leave legacy of kidnapping, inflation, and debt, BC. Hey, we need change. Hey, look at them, 2015. I'm sure all this one now, only God knows where. You see that one is drinking pure water. That same pure water has got a lot of cholera because they could not provide basic things of life. Look at this one stomach. All these individuals, it would be nice to see and hear from them again. What has been their views, their opinion on Nigeria 8 years from this picture that we saw. This picture was in 2015. We need change. Change is here. After change, oh. Eventually, yes, you're right. Fulani destroy what is called Nigeria. And there's some Yorubas that destroy it as well, and the other ethnic groups as well. So not just Fulani, but Fulani agenda is the biggest. When it steps down, this is now coming from Induka, BBC News in Abuja. This guy is getting paid. He's not doing it for free. So you want me to sit here and then don't get paid. Everyone took your account number, sit up. Voluntary donation to support the platform. But for tomorrow, it will be for personal use alone. And it's nothing to do with Yoruba Nation. When we are ready, we will raise money for YSDM on this platform. Maybe sometime next week, I will do what we called pay money into the YSDM account. But again, if you want to do so now, make sure you can just go to YSDM. That is the organization that is leading the Yoruba self-determination movement. If you go and follow Budupe Virulent, you are in debt because she will not be able to account any money for you. Military uniform, but you know, on drugs. On drugs. You know, she's already on drugs. So you can donate through YSDM. Voluntary donation is there. You know, let's at least put subscription there, £5, £10. And forget about this nonsense woman called Dupe that is virulent. That have come to destroy the movement into two. So where are we now? BBC Lawa. We'll leave this one for now. So we come back here quickly. When he steps down next week, President Muhammadu Buhari will be leaving Nigeria less secure, poorer, and more in debt than when he came to office in 2015. Wow. What a record. And we should also remember it's not just Buhari. We should remember Shortman Devil, Yemi Osibajo, bastard. I told Yemi Osibajo to resign 2 years ago. He refused to listen to me. He's gonna finish now. What is he going to be doing? Because I'm not sure Tinubu is ever going to use Yemi Osibajo. Could he trust Elaye? Because Osibajo wanted to be president as well. So Tinubu is trusted Elaye just as he trusted him while he was in Lagos State. Whatever that he was protecting Tinubu with all the crime he committed in Lagos State as a governor. Those are all the account details out there for your voluntary support to the platform. The former Mr. Nide Usman, in northern part of Nigeria, Middle Belt, Abuja. If you don't have anything to do in Abuja, stay away on the 29th. Nobody knows what is going to happen until a day after 29. We can say everything has come and gone. The former military ruler became president after winning a momentous election, which saw the defeat of the underperformed incumbent Goodluck Jonathan. Riding a wave of optimism that change was possible, it was supported by a powerful coalition and had the reputation of being a hard-man soldier who could get things done. After Buhari brief stint in charge in the 80s, his second coming was on the back of promises to curtail the rampaging Islamist insurgency in the northeast and tackle widespread corruption. He's the last of the generation of the British-trained military men who went on to govern the country. But the 80 years to 4-year term have left many disappointed. Are you still? Thank you so much all the way in Kenya. We love you all in Kenya. We love you in wherever you are as Yoruba people. Lord Young Teze Mukinyi gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram. Ẹ̀yin tèmi lórí Mixella. Mo bọ̀ wá ka comment láìpẹ́. Lẹ́yìn I'm going to open the phone line so that you can also add your 1 or 2 input before we close the program. While the group still carry out attacks on communities and military installation in the region, it is a big improvement from the years when they operate freely and control a large portion of the Nigerian territory. Mr. Buhari utilized Chinese loans to upgrade the Hailing Road and rail infrastructure. Building a new port, which is only for Dangote, is not for Yoruba people. I'm not sure that even Igbo will be allowed to use that port. I can bet my life that port is only for Dangote, BUA, the Indian, and the rest of those foreign countries. Complete a crucial bridge in the southeast, passing important electoral and oil sector law. But whatever gains have been recorded in the northeast against the Islamist militant have been eroded by the emergency of equally violent groups in other parts of the country under his watch. Clashes between farmers and cattle herders, all that lie. It's terrorists clashing with them, okay? From the Fulani ethnic group. You heard that very well? From the Fulani ethnic group. Nobody has denied that City Boy. I hope you're not the City Boy, Shihitinubu, City Boy TV Mokinyi. So, clashes between farmers and cattle herders from the Fulani ethnic group, which had seen for years, were allowed to boil because they are the clan, our family, Buhari. So Buhari didn't do much, against them. We know that already. Mr. Buhari, a Fulani from northern Nigeria, was accused of bias in the conflict, and his proposed upgrading reserve for the herders were rebuffed by powerful southern state governors, who saw it as land grabbing tactic. Some of the armed groups created by the farmer herder crisis have since transitioned into violent motorcycle riding. There's nothing called bandit, they're terrorists, targeting communities in the northwest and central state. These groups have helped turn a lucrative kidnap for ransom business into a behemoth that now stands countrywide. It took hold during the first decade of the century when oil workers were kidnapped in Niger Delta and blossomed under Mr. Buhari's watch as the target has changed. For instance, thousands of school children were adopted between December 2020 and September 2021. According to the United Nations Children's Organization, UNICEF, that eclipsed the 270 girls seized from a school in Chibok, where Kashima Shettima is the current vice president, but he was the governor, where the Chibok girls were kidnapped. Another terrorist incoming. Who made global headlines in 2014? A crime that was crucial factor in Mr. Buhari defeating Mr. Jonathan. I thought that as a former military ruler, he would have the solution to Nigerian security challenge. Musa Amadu, a farmer now living in the northwestern state of Kano, to the BBC. Mr. Amadu, originally from the president's home state of Katsina, abandoned his land, just like I was telling you today. People will abandon their places and flee to the neighboring. Imagine somebody run away from Katsina to Kano. Kano is almost the same thing as well. Alongside thousands of others, I told you about this. Elogbo program to Mushela Aroy, talking about the jihadists in the Yazidis. Thousands of others because of the activities of the armed groups in the region. These were a church where in Ondo State, some of us have forgotten, the church is up and running again. We all saw what happened there. Many also believe that Mr. Buhari has mishandled the situation thrown up by the separatists. There's nothing called separatists. He's fighting for the right to self-determination. Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Kanu as the indigenous people of Biafra, a group seeking secession in the southeast. They're fighting for self-determination, which is prescribed by the government. Let's hope Tinubu will change things when it comes in so that we can all decide whether we want to remain in Nigeria or not. He's a charismatic figure with a huge appetite for sensationalism, which he fed the voters by his internet radio station. Mumu people talking nonsense. BBC, biased British Broadcasting Corporation. IPOB was largely ignored by many Nigerians until Mr. Kanu was first arrested for treason by Buhari government in 2015. A subsequent state-sanctioned attack on his home marked the beginning of an armed confrontation that has spiraled out of the country control, claiming hundreds of lives. After escaping in 2017, he was adopted in an unclear circumstances abroad. It's those people from DOS that sold him to Say Baba. Returned to Nigeria in 2021 to face the trial. A judge has ordered his release as the process of his return was even illegal. And it's called rendition if you don't know. But authorities continue to hold him. These security challenges made many question Mr. Buhari's he hate the Igbo people. That was why Twitter blocked him, and he actually blocked Twitter for 6 months because Buhari is hatred for the Igbos will never be forgiven, and that is why we are saying we can never be one. And the rest is just blah 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 blah. So one thing is, as we come back into the conversation, so that I can take a couple of your calls, let's watch this, and then I come back, we open the phone line.
Much indeed.
Buhari sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. Ó tún yá ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari.
Much indeed.
Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. 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 Ó tún yá ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari.
Much indeed.
Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. 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 Ó tún yá ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari.
Much indeed.
Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. 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 Ó tún yá ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari.
Much indeed.
Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀.
Zadu, I live in this zoo, Babu. I saw you. Zadu, I live in this zoo, Babu. I saw you.
And that is the zoo that Tinubu will be taking over. I wish you guys all the best as you are preparing for the inauguration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Jagaban of Yoruba land. The line is open now. The number there is +44. What's the time now? It's 2 o'clock. By 4 o'clock here, which is going to be 20 minutes, we won't take much of the calls. So if you want to add 1 or 2 things, if otherwise, I will just be wrapping up the program as we say. Moki Wogwale can see Moki our coach Julia, Yawa Yoge, if you're with me or not, and Iwa Pelwewa, Moki Bogomo Yoruba, Efo Koyin Bale, into my bite Aomo Yoruba, only Unloi. Èyí tó ṣe fi báìtì wọn ló fẹ́ dé because eléyìí ó ti dá gbèsè sílẹ̀ fún Tinubu. So Tinubu, it would even have been better for Tinubu to have been the first person before Buhari. I don't know why Tinubu did not think like that. Tinubu would have said, oh, ṣe jẹ́ kí èmi kọ́kọ́ ṣe náà. But Tinubu is as stupid as dumbfounded because Buhari that came before him destroyed the economy, influx of security problem. There's just too much problem. So what Tinubu wants to come and resolve, to be honest, Tinubu would have been better because they won in 2015. So the expectation tó wà níta nísìn tí èèyàn ọmọ Yorùbá ń dúró de pé tí Tinubu wá débẹ̀ there will be one kind of a miracle tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nǹkan kan máa lọ báyìí. Well, I am not going to say it is not going to go like this, okay? But it is something that has to be, I mean, forget about the fiction tí Dúpẹ́ Oní violent tó gbé wá, because we want to see things in reality. We want to see things, and feeling. We want to see things, not just saying, flower nìyẹn, the koikimedia flower náà wà, èmi lè ní flower yẹn. Flower, okay, ta ló rí flower tó wà níwájú mi nísìn? Ta ló rí flower tó wà níwájú mi? Ìwọ tó ń wò mí nísìn, ṣé o rí flower tó wà níwájú mi? But tí bá gbé fóònù sókè nísìn fáwọn tó wà lórí Instagram, they will see the flower because orí phone moving straight and they can see the flower, every flower yẹn, ṣe rí flower, ṣe rí pé rí flower, ṣe rí flower ní bíbá, okay. Now ṣe rí flower, ṣe rí flower. Àwọn nìkan ló lè rí flower. So ìtẹ́ à ń sọ fún yín nìyẹn, èèyàn ní òun ti dé, à ń sọ fún yín pé kò dé. Ó náà nìkan lòun rí nǹkan tó ń rí yẹn. And this is why we are saying to our people, don't be deceived. Ṣé rí bí Buhari ṣe parọ́ wá for 8 years? Irọ́ ló easy jù. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ń parọ́ ó máa wá láti cover tracks ẹ̀. Àwájáde ní Sani àti gba country. Ṣé kí n sọ fún yín pé mo ti gba country ni tí mo rí kankan tí máa fi prove ẹ̀ fún yín? Ẹni sọ pé Koiki ǹjọ́ wọ̀ ókè sábà. Ìgbà ilẹ̀ máa ṣe mọ̀ pé ó dà pé bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ó dà pé ìmọ̀ yẹn jẹ́ dídì lọ padà. But mo sọ fún yín pé àìtí gba country kò sí any evidence anywhere in the world pé Yorùbá ti dá dúró. Wọ́n mọ Yorùbá tẹ́lẹ̀ kò ṣe pàṣẹ máa sọ fún pé wọ́n mọ Yorùbá. Ṣé Britain mọ Yorùbá ni? The archive is there, the information is out there. Àwọn ọlọ́kọ̀ wa papọ̀. So gbogbo ìtòhun ṣe ń sọ yẹn kò ní láti sọ yẹn. Òun lọ sọ́dọ̀ UN, níbo ló gbà dọ́dọ̀ UN? Ìyẹn la ṣe sọ fún yín pé she is a poison. And poison dẹ̀ ló ṣẹ́rí poison òun ló máa ń tètè pààyàn jù. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ ẹ ti kú sára tẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀ but ẹ máa wà pained. Kò ń ṣe pé àwọn síbí báyìí láti dẹ́rù bàyí fún ẹni no because ẹni ẹgbọ́ Koiki èbí wọn náà ló ní kórìkàrùkù máa ṣe tiẹ̀. À ń sọ fún yín pé ìfláwọ̀ ò sí níwájú yín is all lies mirage lòun gbé dání. But a lot of you don't believe. But one thing is tọ̀dọ̀ tí yín yẹn small do yẹn. Ṣé ẹ̀rí tí ẹ̀ ń wá excited èmi náà wá excited mò ń wò yín náà. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wá excited nípa Tinubu tó dàbí àtẹ́ pé ìrànṣẹ́rọ́jọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá agbọ́dọ̀ máa ládìẹ̀ agbọ́dọ̀ máa support ẹ̀ torí ó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá. Èmi ò ń ṣe Oṣòdì Òkè. I am Ọláyọmí Koiki of Koikimedia. Oṣòdì Òkè ló mọ tó rí tó fi endorse Tinubu, but we hope that every one of them will come out when the right time comes. Láti sọ pé àbámọ̀. Because the economy of Nigeria is completely destroyed. Ní revenue kankan tó wọ Nigeria. The whole revenue has been collapsed. And this is why we are saying to our people, let's think about the future. Where we can say to our governors. Táwọn governor wa bá ti sọ bí àṣà Yèyé Dára, tó bá ti sọ fún àwọn fẹ́ Yorùbá nation, kí lẹ fẹ́ kí n tún máa sọ? Ìtafẹ́ kọ́ nìyẹn. Tí àwọn olóṣèlú bá sọ pé Yorùbá nation làwọn fẹ́, tí a dẹ̀ rí òtítọ́ níbẹ̀, wọ́n ti mú sẹ́mi yá nìyẹn. Ariwo mi máa dínkù náà. Because lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ máa ní kọ́ fún mi ní bọ́ọ̀tẹ̀ fún wa ní license radio, abẹ́rẹ́ sí pariwo properly nínú state kankan. But eléyìí tí wọ́n fún wa láyè tó ń block wa. And as a lot of you have suggested, Koiki, think about the radio again. I am already thinking about it. And we will work on that. But this time around, wọ́n ní èèyàn kì í ṣe same mistake lẹ́ẹ̀mejì. If we have to do that again, it will be just on this platform. If I have to take the risk and I get the plane, I would rather take the plane fully. So tá bá máa gba owó rédíò, it will be for this platform. Pé Koiki Radio la máa pè, but it will be used for Yorùbá nation. If that is going to really make it, at least kò ní sí pé èèyàn kan máa sọ pé Koiki kí la ṣe sọ owó rẹ̀ gbà fún no. It will be called Koiki Radio. Ṣèbí Choice FM orúkọ kan lọ́nà. Ìyẹn kan ló ní náà. Àbẹ́mọ̀ pé èèyàn kan ló ní ni. So that màá lè mọ̀ pé èmi ni mo ní responsibility yẹn. Then we can share the platform with everybody. Ìwọ lọ sọ ìwọ tó ṣé mo lè sọ pé èmi mo ní CNN nísìn. Èmi kọ́ mo ní CNN. Ṣé èmi mo ní YouTube. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé YouTube yìí nísìn wọ́n ti restrict wa. We will call it Koiki Radio. Níta máa pè nìyẹn. So that we will know that it is for this platform, but it's for the Yorùbá nation purpose. so that kò ní sí gbogbo àtàwọn àtàmọ̀ tó wá till the last one. It's called Koiki Radio. I'm a raise owó fún Koiki Radio, but I will let you know when that appropriate time. Kò dẹ̀ ní pẹ́ mọ́. So that kò ní sí gbogbo Koiki o wọ́n ti kówó Yorùbá Nation. No, owó Yorùbá Nation kan. Koiki Radio, a fẹ́ set up, tí bá ní mo fẹ́ set up radio, so pọ̀ jù. Ṣọ́bọ̀ kékeré ni mí ni. I am 40 plus. And we can have so many things. A lè ní Koiki TV, Koiki Radio, Koiki kò ń ṣe ti social media là ń sọ ti online. Tó máa jẹ́ pé tó bá jẹ́ pé a máa ná the last cover tá a máa fi penetrate gbogbo ibi tá a fẹ́ kó penetrate a penetrate níbẹ̀. Èèyàn máa ń take risk láyé ni. Elon Musk took the risk of $3 billion. Ó kọ̀ kí ni ẹ̀kọ́ lọ sókè boom ó dẹ̀ blow. That is $3 billion. Àwọn gas tó fi sínú kinní yẹn cost £10 million. So táwa náà bá take risk yẹn pé even if it's for the mission tàbí dání tàbá dẹ̀ ti gba country wa ní at any time ìyẹn máa gba proper license láti fi operate ìyẹn dẹ̀ máa go according to the laws of the country. So it's going to happen. So that kò ní sí pé owó Yorùbá Nation tíyẹn kan máa pè mí kan máa make enquiry kankan. No more inquiry. It is Koiki platform here. It is Koiki Radio. Tó bá tẹ́yìn lọ́rùn ẹ̀yin náà ìbèrè tó rédíò lọ́dọ̀ tí yín. And I dẹ̀ ní force anybody ẹni tó bá ń wù ní. Enforce ara yín kẹ́ tó ra shares. Do you know how many people have bought shares in Nigeria and really return now? Very return nínú shares there. So when people come and just pointing finger there, you know that these are people that are not serious. Richard Branson have taken a lot of risk. Nigeria will take a risk in a very proper channel by putting the right people at the right place so that things can move further. They promise you a Nigerian airline. Today, Olori Buruku Buhari is going. Less than 7 days now, there is no Nigerian air. Do you know that they were in London? Oh my God. How did we even get to there? Do you know that they came to London? They only show us paper and money was spent. So Tabawan Separatist now full movement. Why are we just thinking that we are not going to spend money? Efega Yorùbá Nation. Mama pariwo lójoojúmọ́ 2 hours láàárọ̀, 2 hours lọ́sàn, and we cannot get the message down there properly without taking the risk. Tinubu took the risk by setting up Kudirat Radio in that part of the time when they were fighting Abacha. We will fight him back to back with communication. Ní ìbọn ta fẹ́ fi bàjá. But lórí media, we must scale up. And that is the fact. Kolukaruku máa lọ gbáradì. Orúkọ mi ni Ọláyọmí Koiki. This is how far we're going to go this afternoon. Ẹ má bínú pé I cannot go more than this. Èmi náà ni on a fellow mission ni. I told you all, I am the last man standing. I am not your leader for the Yoruba Nation movement. We already have a ẹjẹ ká gbójú àwọn jágbàjàgbà ìkúrò ká gbójú leader gidi sí jàre. Ìka wò lójú àwọn olórí burúkú àtọmọ Yorùbá tó wà láàrin wọn tó pèrè ní professor. Born bastard professor. Ṣé professor lè lè ṣá? Mo kí ẹ Miami. Mo kí ẹ dáadáa èèyàn mi. Mo kí ẹ. Mo kí gbogbo yín. Ìgbówó ṣá a máa nífẹ̀ẹ́ kú ni. Àwọn ọmọ mi send audio kan sí lánàá. Chief rẹ́rìn títí. Mo ní káwọn ọmọ ọdún abá ń kí chief. Àwa ṣe audio nínú bíbá. Chief ṣàdúrà rẹpẹtẹ fáwọn ọmọ yẹn. Èmi ni media tó máa pa ẹ̀yin politicians yẹn. Ṣẹlẹ̀ ìfẹ́ gbọ́ràn. Ṣẹlẹ̀ pé mo wá disturb yín nígbà tí Ṣèyí Mákindé wá. Mo wà wẹ́ẹ̀bí tó wà. Mo lè wá máa yọ yín lẹ́nu but mo rí pé kò necessary. Because a ṣe fún yín. Ẹ mọ̀ pé àwa Yorùbá máa ń fúnyàn ní àpọ́nlé tó sì dá díẹ̀. Àìmẹ́ Ṣèyí Mákindé nígbà tó kọ́kọ́ di governor. Wọ́n sanwó fún mi náà. Èmi mo lọ ṣe media lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ fún wọn. Kó jáde kó sọ pé òun sanwó fún Koiki. Nígbà tó wá ní Greenwich. So, Moki, Mr. Yemi Patoke. So, Koiki Radio is in the loop. We'll work on that. So that kò ní sí ariwo gbẹgbẹgbẹgbẹgbẹ. Yes, Koiki pay set up radio. Ìyẹn ni kẹ́ máa pariwo ẹ̀. Kò ṣe pé Yorùbá Nation Radio tó di pé yes, we will open it for everybody. You know, and tó bá agree pé Koiki ẹ lè play program mi as slotted in. Ìní a máa sùn, a máa play for 3 hours, 2 hours. Yes. Tẹ́ bá dá pé live lọ́fẹ́ ká ṣe ni I connect wọn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ but it will be called Koiki Radio. Ẹ ti gbọ́ nísìn Koiki Radio. Èmi náà kì í ṣọmọ kékeré. Tí ó bá yẹ pé mo ní tá bá fẹ́ gba license ti bíbà wọ́n ní jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tá bá fẹ́ sọ. Ìyẹn làwọn èèyàn ṣe ń ṣe more of the online radio. Online radio rẹ̀ yàtọ̀ sí proper FM gidi tó bá jẹ́ pé ó máa cost wa ní gbogbo last couple I penetrated ibi tó gbé dé. So òun lẹ ti gbọ́ nísìn ẹ tètè ya blog yẹn Koiki Radio ó ń bọ̀ lágbára Elédùmarè. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá nílé lóko mo kí ẹ Sonky, mo kí gbogbo ilé nǹkan sí. Reggae music, Bob Marley, play Bob Marley. I play Bob Marley on my blog. Mo kí gbogbo Biafra. Thank you so much. Ẹ̀yin tèmi lórí Mixlr, mo ka comment kọ̀ọ̀kan látẹ̀kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, wèrè internationally. What Buhari is telling us is spiritual. Thank you so much, Comrade Plan B and the rest of you as well. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní different part of the world. It will be called what they're doing upgraded. KOIKIMEDIA International Radio. Wàwáyé agbára Ẹlẹ́dùmarè. Wọ́n tó bá wá sọ pé níta ń sọ pé kò ní wáyé. Àwọn alálẹ̀ tó ń wo ìyà tí ìran wa ń jẹ tá à ń torí ẹ̀ sáré lójoojúmọ́. Look, ibi tí mo jókòó sí ni bread kí n tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ program pa fún ọmọ tí mo fi jẹ sardine. So my sardine yẹn cost me 42p. Mẹ́ta ni mo rà tó lóróró. Mo dẹ̀ rọra fi àtàwọn ẹran wẹ́rẹ́ sí lórí. Ibi tí mo ti jókòó tí mo ti jẹ ni. Kí ni mo mú lé lórí? Apple juice. 44 years old. Mo ní láti ṣe lọ kanlẹ̀kùn politician kan nínú UK gbébi ń pa mí. Ìtàn àfẹ́ fún yín nìyẹn. Tó bá wá ronú síbẹ̀. Èmi ló kan, bàbá mi ló kan, ìbò ti dé nísìn. Kájọ máa wòran. 6 months lèmi máa kọ́kọ́ fún Tinubu. By December, a gbọ́dọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí review tí Tinubu gbé yín lọ. Bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. A nínú ìjì báyìí lọ lórí ètò ti ọ̀sán yìí. I play You Don't See IGBOHO and then we hear the program. It's been a very fantastic day so far. A máa jẹ́ ọjọ́ tó dáa fún gbogbo wa náà ni. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí, mo kí gbogbo àwọn KOIKIMEDIA team that are working tirelessly behind the closed door. And then those of us that are also, Mr. Koiki, mo fẹ́ bá yín ṣiṣẹ́. There's no point bringing anybody on board when we don't have the fund. Owó ni media run. And in a situation where we don't have, the fund that is coming in. Tá a bá ní owó bá la ṣe fi ṣe tá à ń ṣe. So, kò ń ṣe pé àti gbà yín pé kẹ́ wá ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú wa, ó dà ń pín ọ̀kan náà send message, sister wa kan, but ẹ má bínú pé for now, àwọn tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi, mo rárá manage wọn ni. Ṣẹ́rí àwọn tó dẹ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ mi, àwọn kan ọ̀gbọ́nrán nígbà tá a kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ Koiki kó tó di pé mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Wọ́n rí pé ó dà ń pé owó òfin máa jáde bí owó ògbóná làwọn wá, wọ́n ti lọ. Àwọn tó ní sùúrù nísìn, mo sọ fún ilé nǹkan ìkọ́sẹ́ mẹ́sẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n ọ̀gá ẹnu ti gbẹ, mo send 5,000 sí, ó wà satisfied. They are not on salary, but I am doing everything within the little that we have. The YouTube has removed my monetization. Àwọn tó lo fídíò wa, I told you from day one, ẹ máa lo fídíò tiwa. Èmi ò ever hesitate pé kí ọ̀kan máa lo fídíò wa. Àwọn kan ti rí owó lórí ẹ̀. At the end of the day, I don't see that as big money. Ẹ wá wá àwọn YouTuber tó make owó. Bọ̀bọ́ kan mo rí lórí Instagram, IG. Wọ́n ní gbogbo game tó máa ń play tó ti make millions of dollars. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ bá lọ mistakenly delete. Ó bà gbogbo nulẹ̀ jẹ́ ni. Ó bà gbogbo nulẹ̀ jẹ́ ni pé I'm sure maybe some of you have seen the video. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fọ́n kan mọ́lẹ̀ pé àbí bèbí ìyá wèrè ni ibi tí wọ́n ti ń pawó. Bàbá wọn tó ń play game yẹn, èmi ò kàn like game ni. Tó yẹ pé mo like game ni, ó yẹ kí n ti máa fi game make owó. Because ẹni táwọn kan fi make owó nìyẹn. Bàbá yẹn fọ́ gbogbo nulẹ̀. Wọ́n ní millions of dollars ló make lórí gbogbo game tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ lọ mistakenly delete. Ẹ̀yin ìyàwó wa, ẹ̀yin girlfriend wa, ṣẹ̀rá àwọn ọkùnrin ìta bá ń ṣe tó o bá fẹ́ràn nǹkan tó ń ṣe sọ fún pé ò fẹ́ràn ẹ̀. Má lọ delete tó ń ṣe o. Irú ìyàwó tèmi nísìn ó ti gba ká mú pé tí mo gbé dání àjọmọ́ tápọ́ndélẹ̀ ni. So, and the little we are doing, we are trying our best. Èmi ò fún yàn kankan lówó ní Nàìjíríà for now. Ní àwọn ẹ̀ńtà bá fún lówó nísìn, YSDN la fi kówó sí, tọ́ba ti rẹ́dì wá sọ̀tọ́ fẹ́ ṣe. Gbogbo ìta ṣe ní gbogbo time ta ṣe yẹn, àti gbà pé bínú àjò ṣe rí nìyẹn. Movement ni, in and out, ẹni gba 10,000, ẹni gba kidnapping playback nígbà mi máa jọ jókòó báyìí. Ẹni gba 50, ibi kan gba 50,000 lọ́wọ́ mi tó tún send message pé kí ló wà láàrin ìyá nítìrí àti bàbá kí tó ètè mi fẹ́ kọ́ parí ẹ̀ pọ́n bastard. Mo ti dànù nísìnyí, òun náà pè mí mọ́. Ẹ fi sọ wá di meal ticket. Tó bá yá, gbogbo wa pátápátá. Mo ń padà bọ̀. Tábà ti dé, anthem ló máa play. Mo kí ẹ Abdullahi. Bàbá mi comrade ọmọ ṣe bí mo rí ẹ ṣe gan ni ó ti wà confused ó ti pọ̀ jù. taba ti gba country ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ẹ̀ńtẹ́ ní àìníṣẹ́ tí bá wo system ìlú yìí logistics mo kí comrade ọmọ ṣe bí mo kí gbogbo àwọn group ní ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gan ni mo kí ìyàwó Janet Fashakin gbogbo àwọn Ìgbòho dé mo kí dáadáa ẹ̀kúṣẹ́ takuntakun mo kí gbogbo group pátápátá a máa play anthem nísìn ṣẹ́rí taba tètè kúrò nínú dàtírátì logistics owó tó ń bẹ nínú ẹ̀ òun ló lọ lọ́nkàn yẹn ọmọ tó ń pè logistics moving from kò ń ṣe àwọn tó ń dá táwọn ìṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe MC olú ọmọ tó ń ṣe jágbàjàgbà tó ń ṣe owó tó ń bẹ nínú logistics òun ló lọ lọ́nkàn yẹn but tá a bá sí nínú system which picture is fading away èwo ló ń fade away náà àbí fóònù yín lẹ́ ń lò ní ṣé kò ń ṣe Chinese phone lẹ́ ń lò èmi mọ picture tẹ̀ ló ń fade away o mo kí Mr. Nurudeen owó tó ń bẹ nínú ṣẹ́rí àti gbé ní UB báyìí sometimes I just sit back and say àwọn kéékèèké akọ́ máa rán yànṣẹ́ nílùú yìí wá set up agency àná wọn owó tó ń bẹ náà alábà fún ó dá rárá there's opportunity when we are able to control our resources opportunity ti pọ̀ jù ṣé ń gbà tá a bá wá dàgbà tá a bá darúgbó la fi máa ṣe gbogbo eléyìí ó yẹ ti gbé 44 nísìn àwọn kéékèèké kan ṣe máa pín yẹn àwọn ọmọ tó yàn àmọ́ wa gan ló ti ń dàgbà síyàn lọ́wọ́ nísìn ká pílẹ́ńtẹ̀ ká máa lọ jàre ó kí gbogbo ilé nǹkan sí máa lọ sọ pé mi ló kàn ṣì wọ́n èmi ò rí Tinubu o kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè ṣe Tinubu would have even have been better off tó bá yẹ kó ṣe é before Buhari ti bà nǹkan jẹ́ gan èyí tí mo kọ̀ ra ṣe analysis ẹ̀ mo kọ̀ ra yọ díẹ̀ ni ìwọ náà máa wò lápò ààrẹ pé ṣé Buhari báyé jẹ́ lóòótọ́ àpò ẹni kí wọ́n ti wo surroundings ẹ̀ Buhari destroy Nigeria ká fi sentiment Yorùbá nation sílẹ̀ èyí tí Buhari ṣe kò dára rárá ìkà burúkú ló wá ṣe ó destroy Nigeria ó destroy ẹ̀ pátápátá ká fi ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation sílẹ̀ olórí burúkú gbà ní àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ wa dẹ̀ máa lè mú whether the dead or alive tó bá ti lọ tán nísìn àní gbúrò ẹ̀ ó ti ní ẹ bá disturb òun ní dàwọ̀rà ní jail òun lọ ó dàbọ̀. Pastor Mo ní ọmọ tó wà pẹ̀lú wa checking out now gbogbo ẹni tí mo bá dárúkọ gbogbo iná ni mo kí ó dàbọ̀.
ẹ má fojú ko eruku ata abẹ́ ń bẹ eruku ata tí o ti fojú ko bàbá wà gbogbo Nàìjíríà ẹ má fojú ko ata ẹ lójú. ẹ má fojú ko eruku ata abẹ́ ń bẹ eruku ata tí o ti fojú ko àbáwá gbogbo Nàìjíríà
ọmọ Oòduà ọ̀gá Fúlàní ló jẹ́ o. Yorùbá nation yìí ti gbogbo wa ni kó má gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ torí kò sílùú mìíràn.
Life is so funny. You come with nothing, then fight for everything, and later leave everything and go back with empty hand. God is powerful. Life is so funny. You come with nothing, then fight for everything, and later leave everything and go back with empty hand. God is powerful.
Ma nífẹ̀ẹ́ kù ni. A nílò jù báyìí lọ́gọ́ yan wa. I can play àwọn advert àwọn ìlànà US and then we close the broadcast.
Ọjọ́ gàté kò jọ gàté. Yorùbá nation ṣe bí eré ó kéde ara rẹ̀. Yorùbá nation rèé o, ó dúró nàtán. Yorùbá nation ó dúró gédégbé làwa wà. Ó dúró gbáǹkéké, ó dúró gbáǹkọ́gbì bí ọ̀pá ọ̀ranyàn káàkiri nílẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà. Ìlú tí a tẹ̀dó sí orókè Oòduà, onílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò lè farasin. Yorùbá nation ti dúró nàtán fáyé rí ní USA. Ló bá tán, ẹgbẹ́ ìlànà Oòduà lábẹ́ olùdarí ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n àgbà Bánjí Akíntóyè ẹ̀ka ti USA lábẹ́ ìṣàkóso Barrister Adékúnjọ ń ló gbé akéde Yorùbá nation yìí kalẹ̀ kàǹkà. Àgbájọ ọwọ́ là fi sọ̀yà o, àjèjì ọwọ́ kan ò gbẹ́rù lórí, kárìn kápọ̀ yíyẹni. Gbogbo ọmọ Oòduà nílẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà àti lágbàáyé ńlá pè láti darapọ̀ mẹ́gbẹ́ wa yìí ní www.ilanausa.org tàbí kí ẹ pè wá sí 202-210-3251. Yorùbá nation kéde ara rẹ̀ fáyé rí, ojú tẹlẹ́gàn. Yorùbá nation is calling. Sons and daughters of Yoruba land and citizens of the world, behold, the Yoruba nation has come to stay. The billboard is magnificent. It is beautiful. It is second to none. It is historic. Sons and daughters of Oduduwa land, this is a clarion call for you to be part of history. Make haste and join Ilana Oma Oòduà USA at www.ilanausa.org. Today, as tomorrow may be too late, Yoruba nation is second to none. Call us today at 202-210-3251. Yoruba nation, Ògo Adúláwọ̀.
I need it better. Bye for now.